wish I could remember it, but it's been a while since everything was okay.
Happened 5 minutes ago, so I will
Yeah.
bug her about it
Hello.
tomorrow.
Hello. How's everybody doing out there? What is good?
Could be better. Could be better.
Yeah, understandable. Welcome back to Cult Busters, episode 20. Last week, as you guys continue to dive through what was a still unknown purposeful place, you had encountered the third Sphinx, the Draco Sphinx, and after a few rounds were able to down it, but not before it breathed some fire on you. And then you all went through a secret door and encountered the person at the center of this maze, labyrinth of a temple. And that was Treverin, who was working and apparently had not realized how much time was passed in terms of trying to stop what you all know as the devastation. Your conversation got a little bit too close for comfort for his employer as he took over his body, as you all were having a conversation with him. And as Modius offered you a deal, what would you wish for? If you would do just one simple thing for him. And that is where we put a pause on the conversation. So as we go back into this, what would you all like to do?
I'd like to flirt with him.
I'd like to mimic test him.
Roll perception.
That seems weird to roll that to flirt with him.
To mimic test him?
Oh. I have a different mimic test.
Hey, let's go. Um. All right then. So it was kind of awkward though.
So all he would want us to do is just take his vessel to Storm Maw. That's the only thing he's asking of us right now.
Yes.
What's the reward for doing this?
Whatever we want.
Well, what if? Well, how do we know
And
he's going to be able to keep that into the bargain? Like, shouldn't he have to give us something now?
He's the devil. It's obviously a trick.
That's what I said. Like, make him give him something. Make him give us something now, and we can know he's telling the truth.
Um, what
Maybe he doesn't
do
say
I?
when we
Oh,
have to
sorry.
deliver him.
What was that, Lucius?
Uh, can I like look back into my head and just like think what in the world is going on? Like, because as far as I can tell, like my innate gut instinct is don't trust this guy. But like, I don't think Lucius has really interacted with devils or demons or whatever a lot. It's mostly just other crazy shit that he dealt with.
I mean, demons probably.
Yeah,
A fair bit
demons.
of them. Fiends and devils, no.
Yeah. Can you explain more about this calamity then that you're trying to prevent?
Mages failed. Did you not get that? Otherwise, why would he be buried under 150 feet of earth on a volcanic island in the middle of what didn't used to be an ocean?
So this is a punishment for him.
More of a way to find it now from stopping it again.
Here's what I think, my lord.
Alright.
I think you're bluffing. You're holding a 2 and a 7, and you're trying to scare us into folding. Because you have nothing. If you could make another vessel, you'd simply do it. Instead, you're hounding us and sending ghouls after us and offering us wishes if we return this vessel to Stormmaw for you. That means either you can't make a new one, or it's prohibitively difficult. Which means you need us. You're desperate. So if we decide to help you, and I'm not saying we will,
Humans aren't made in a day, are they?
how long does it take?
Until they're ready to become a vessel for a god. 18 years, give or take.
That's nothing. You've been banished for 1,000. What's another 18? You must. It must be more difficult than that if you're bothering us about it.
Right?
If you're bothering us about it, it means you have no other choice. So if we decide to help you, and I'm not saying we will, we're going to do it in our own way on our own time.
An interesting proposal. What would that even look like?
Well, it seems to me, putting aside this whole issue of souls for the blood war, and whether you coming back is something that we even want, it seems to me that all of us are interested in the idea of preventing another devastation. Would I be correct?
Are you saying that in gesturing to all of us?
Yeah, to everyone. Like, we all want to prevent another devastation. We are all united on that.
We do? I mean, yes, we do.
Yeah,
So let us work out how to prevent another devastation. We have other friends and contacts who are working on that very issue as we speak. They're doing it for very different reasons from you, but this is one small area where we all want the same thing.
We're all in this together.
Oh my god, I knew that was gonna be sung. I knew someone
Take a
was gonna
point.
sing it.
Take a point. But are we working for the same goals, really?
Of course we're not.
Because you see, if it came down to it, the people you're probably talking about care more about self-preservation, much like I do. And they would gladly have another devastation to lock me away for another 1,300 years.
I don't think anyone wants another devastation. At least not in this room.
we don't.
Suppose it would depend on what the alternative is, but I can't think of anything that would make that the lesser of two evils at the moment.
I'm just saying, let us work out how to stop another devastation. Give us time to do that. Maybe it takes a week, maybe it takes a year, maybe it takes a decade. But let us work out how to do that, because it seems to me that your return is pointless if mortals can't work that part out.
We could even help your servant assist with the work that they've already started, save us some time, a few thousand years perhaps.
Indeed, your servant's been down here collecting information and knowledge for, well, centuries. He would be useful to us and to the others trying to prevent this from happening.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little. I think I'm still a little bit tired, but like, aren't we trying to prevent Asmodeus from coming back? This is me out of character, by the way.
I'm just going wherever I get the better deal. And this guy can't prove he's offering anything of actual value to me. You know, like the King of Rhineport or anything.
Yeah, above game, we know
Inboard.
we know in game he's trying to enslave the world. It is objectively bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like wondering.
Honestly, I just hope to get something out of this without wasting an opportune moment to try to get a free thing like,
Well,
a
you're part of the
kingdom.
world. You'll be enslaved too. Like
Yeah,
that's
but if you got a like lakeside condo in hell, then that's a little bit better than the guys at the bottom floor.
Is it though? Is it?
I don't know. I assume so. I haven't been to hell with a lakeside condo. I can't tell you.
If you
I don't
do
think there's a
it,
lake in hell.
but if you do it for me, this one thing, I can give you whatever you wish for. Is that not appealing?
What if that wish was for you to go back to hell and not bother the mortal planes and all that jazz?
You say you can give us a wish, but why don't you prove it by giving us one wish right now?
Yeah, more like, is it one wish or one wish for each of us?
And also, we're gonna need a wish for each of us if that's the case now. Just saying. We got to make sure you're telling the truth.
Here's the issue with that. Projecting into a body is one thing. Using my power through that body requires it to be an appropriate vessel that I am occupying.
So, in other words, you don't have the power to reward us unless we're successful. Convenient.
Yeah. Extremely convenient. Sounds like a lie, even.
I'm also confused because I feel like this body you're currently in would be more magically inclined than that one.
But it's weak.
That one doesn't seem to really do magic.
But it's weak and old.
What if we found you a younger body?
I don't like where that conversation's going.
I just want to wish, man.
That sounds like one of my books.
Jesus.
No, no, no.
No.
No, no, no.
Bad.
Bad Lucius.
If there was another acceptable vessel on this plane and you found it and brought it to Stormmaw,
See, then you get what you want before you can prove that you can do anything for us.
that's the only way for me to do what I promised you.
That sounds like a whole
Here's
bunch of
here's
bullshit.
here's if I can just back up for a moment. Am I the only one here who enjoys being alive?
Yeah.
Am I the only one here who enjoys living in the world?
I just want my
Actually
kingdom of
enjoy the
Rhineport.
world.
Because like as tempting as a wish is, he's going to enslave slash destroy the world.
Well, then use your wish to stop him.
I don't think a wish is worth it.
Exact, and I don't. Why are we even discussing this?
Why are we discussing it in front of him, first off?
That's
It's funnier
also
this way.
I like watching him squirm a little.
You know what would probably really make him squirm?
What?
What?
Telling him that right in front of him.
She puts her paw on fire and grabs Lucius's shoulder.
Lucius kind of like pulls away. Why?
Wait,
Stop.
wait.
What are you doing? She's going to be completely confused. Ugh.
I can just bring him back to life afterward, Megs. Or
That doesn't
Nymeria,
help.
don't worry about it.
That doesn't help right now. Don't.
Wait.
Now you fucked it. Thank you.
I think he was saying that above game.
That was above game.
Yeah, because he said Meg's not that. He kind of looks at you going to attack him and is kind of just like puts a hand out and then lowers it.
Yeah, I think Dietrich kind of groks what Nymeria is doing, and like he'll take out his flame tongue sword and kind of hold it threateningly near Lucius's neck.
Cool. So we're gonna go to positioning now. Because I have a feeling I know where this is going. So he took another step forward when that happened. So that is the room.
And I'll just say, like, suppose we just destroy your vessel right here and now, and then we'll see you in 18 years.
Does anybody want to move?
I'd like to get up. Where does Lucius or Dietrich have his dagger pointed? On Lucius?
Yep.
Okay, so then I'm gonna go up to Lucius and pull out my lyre and hold it to his neck too. Doesn't do anything, but it makes me feel better about it.
Where am I again?
Right over there.
Oh, right.
Because you read the tablets from a distance.
Right.
Can I ready a spell to cast it real quick?
Yeah.
Are we sure we should be refusing a god to his face?
Well,
I didn't want to
technically, it's
really
I'm
not
loath
refuse
to do
him
this a
anyway.
second time. It didn't end well the first time.
I'm just gonna ready a healing word to throw on someone because I know who it is already.
Okay. You know I can just bring him back, right?
If you can't give us a wish, I don't believe you can bring him back in that body. You just said it yourself. You have limited power, so that bringing somebody back from the dead's very powerful. It's like at least a level 4 spell.
It's a level 3 spell.
Yeah, I know, but I was bluffing.
Make a deception check.
Son of a bitch. Let's see.
Unless you can beat a 50, I wouldn't roll.
God.
He rolled a
Totally
nat. He
bluffing.
rolled a nat 20 for a 50.
No.
How the fuck did he
Look.
get 50?
Because he has because when Asmodeus goes full body control, he uses his skill, like his social proficiencies.
Oh, lovely.
I would
Fair
like to
will-
use the social proficiencies of my god that's in my body right now too.
Okay. So what was the roll?
It was also a nat 20, so it got a 51.
Damn it!
All the same, though, suppose we leave your vessel down here with Treverin for the next 1,000 years. We don't have to bring him to Stormmaw.
Yeah, then you
Seems to
bringing
me that,
him back doesn't do anything.
well, but it seems to me that if we don't bring him to Stormmaw, we don't have to worry about you for another 18 years.
Okay, fine then.
Am I wrong?
Kill him and see what
Fair
happens
will
then.
start to cast Fair will ready a spell.
Okay. Kill him and see what happens.
I'm gonna
We
get
didn't
rid
say
of
we
the
were
hide
gonna
behind
kill
the
him. We
door.
just said we would not let him go anywhere.
Can my wolf move up to him as well and get on the other side?
Like 20 feet that way?
No. I'm talking right at Lucius.
Oh.
Just make it even more fun.
Cracks his neck.
Listen, you just told us all about your plan to come destroy our plane and enslave every person in this world. Like, what do you
I'm not
expect
going to
us to do?
kill everybody.
Oh, that's
Obviously.
comforting.
Obviously.
No, because you need slaves. They gotta be alive for that. Duh.
Souls. The demons are the one who enslave people. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we knew you weren't cool enough to do that.
Then how do you collect souls?
Oh,
Seems to me that the demons are slavers and you're just a killer.
Oh,
Or a
you
coward.
would live out your lives in whatever state this world is in after you try and stop me. And then when you die, your soul would just happen to go whatever layer of hell it was needed to become another devil for the Blood War. It's really not that bad.
So we live out our lives among the ashes of this world.
Oh, that would be your fault, wouldn't it? For trying to
No
And then when
ashes
we
if there's no devastation. We could prevent that much.
None of this means anything unless we can prevent another devastation. That seems to be job number one for everyone considered.
And again, that only happened because you all tried to stop me last time and got desperate.
No offense, my lord, but stopping you seems to be a good idea.
Of course it does.
I mean, all you're doing is sitting there promising us stuff that you can't deliver on now.
Plus, stopping another devastation would be easier because at current moment, you are out of that equation.
True.
One less piece of shit for us to have to deal with in the meantime. So, goodbye.
All you had to do was give me the Kingdom of Rhineport and make that flying crocodile guy one of my friends to take with me, and we would have had a deal. But no.
If that's what you want, when you bring me the vessel, it will be yours.
No, that was the down payment for what I wanted.
Oh.
I don't work for free.
Then what do
The
you
crocodile
want?
to be my friend too.
Then what do you
Yeah.
want now?
I told you, the Kingdom of Rhineport and the flying crocodile. He gets to come with us. He's too good for your shit.
If I get Travarin inside this body to break him from his bindings, what do you say to that?
Let
And
us
if
keep
we're
Travarin
helping-
too. Don't harm him.
I think we need some things to help too.
No, he's
this
not
this
going
might be a little bit
anywhere.
harder.
He's not going anywhere. Don't worry about that.
You've bound him to this place, I suppose.
Indeed. Much like most of the treasures within. So, I ask again, make your move. You all have something.
Let us work with our allies to try to prevent another devastation, and maybe we'll get back to you once we figure that out.
Okay.
Seems to me that this conversation isn't really urgent.
Take his research
You
book to your allies, then it won't turn to dust when it leaves this place.
now we're talking about something actionable. I appreciate that.
Of course.
I pick up the research book.
Okay, so it is that bound book on the table over there.
Can I just investigate it first and make sure it's not gonna like fuck me up if I touch it or something?
What's your passive investigation? Like 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, easy enough. It's bound. Like, it has several, like, locks and, like, what would be, like, belts and stuff tying it together to keep all of the stacks of notes inside of it because it's not bound, but doesn't appear to be trapped.
I'll just put it in my backpack.
Okay.
I would just suggest, for now, let us go. Let us take this information to our allies. Let us see if we can work out how to stop another devastation. And if we can work that out, then we can have another conversation about do we want you returning or not. But for now, at least, seems that this whole thing is a moot point unless we can guarantee that we can prevent this other devastation from happening.
See, again, I didn't cause the devastation. The elves with their bullshit to protect their world did.
Yeah, how dare anyone want to protect their own world? Imagine the audacity.
Imagine all the people.
How may we be able to get in touch with you again?
Oh, you don't need to worry about that. I have friends. I'll find you.
In low places, I presume.
Absolutely.
What about in high places?
Oh, I'm
We-
sure
Near
you've already
fireplaces?
met some of my friends in high places. Actually, I know you have.
Who did we meet?
Yeah, I haven't met much of anyone in high places.
Was it that bartender back in whatever that town was with those awful drinks?
Oh. That's fun.
It might have been one of those Dwergar we killed. It's probably one of those. They're probably dead now.
Was it that piece of shit guy from Rhineport that wouldn't give up his kingdom and tried to spy on us? And go back and kick him in the nuts for you.
You haven't
I thought
put two and two together, have you?
most of
Not I,
us
Willie?
aren't very educated, you might say.
Ah. You've met a friend of mine.
Was it your mom? Was she's one of these people?
Was it your mom?
His eyes get really, really narrow and look at Emerus.
My mother is a nice and kind woman. Don't you don't you dare put her out to the
My mother is a saint. Wait,
His
shit.
mother is not a saint.
Yeah.
She may be a lady
See,
in
the
the
problem
street, but she's
is-
a freak in the bed.
This is the real problem. If you can find a way for them to lock me away without causing the devastation, you'll let me come back. That's not a very good deal, is it?
It's about on par with what you're offering us. Hey, do this
I'm
thing
not-
for free, and I give you what you want down the road with no
Seven-
proof that I can do that. Seems pretty
Seven-
shady.
7 wishes is not
I'm-
nothing.
Yeah, but we don't. How do I know that you can do the wish?
And I
You can't even do
apologize
one
if
now.
I apologize if you got another impression, but I'm not offering you any sort of deal right now. The only
I mean-
deal I'm offering is let us see if we can prevent another devastation, and in return, you leave us the fuck alone until we can figure that out.
I mean, hey, we just met you. This is kind of crazy. It's too much. I don't know if you can do a wish like Dunn said. I've never seen it. That's
You've never heard of anybody
this
making
is a bad deal.
You've never heard of anybody making a deal with the devil?
Yeah, see, I don't believe in deals with the devil.
And how do I know you're the devil? There's lots of devils. You could be like the weak underling devil that can't even do shit.
Back home, there was a guy named Johnny who he went up against the devil, but he won.
Yeah.
A golden fiddle. It was great.
There are plenty of those stories about people who make deals with the devil. It never ends well for them. Hence our reticence. Again, let us take this information, see if it's even possible for us to help you, and in return, you leave us alone until we can have a proper conversation about it.
That's not a very good deal for me.
I mean, we're just offering you the same shitty deals that you're offering us. When you actually come up with a good deal, we'll offer you one back. That's called negotiation. That's how that works.
The deal you're offering us is let you dominate our world, and in return, we get to be kings of the ashes. Doesn't
Why
sound
are
great to
we-
me either.
Better than being on the low totem pole of the ashes, isn't it?
Why are we
The thing
even
is, though,
talking to him?
it seems to
Because
be
it's
within
funny.
our power to not have you come back, at least not anytime soon. All we have to do is simply not take Lucius to Stormmaw. So again, you may be the more powerful of all of us, but we've got the power here. You need us more than we need you.
It's true.
I'm just gonna look at Dietrich and telepathically tell him he has a really bad poker face and doesn't know when to shut his mouth.
I'll telepathically say back, like I said, he's holding a junk hand and bluffing to try to get us to fold.
It's a really bad bluff.
So that's as the people in the position of power here who have the power to decide if you come back or if you can't try for another 18 years, our terms are information first. We get this information to our allies, we see if we can prevent a devastation, and we'll talk to you later. This information, let's just call that your down payment.
Yeah, look, we just met you, and this may be crazy, but we'll give you a sending stone, and then you can call us maybe.
Take 2 points.
I started that one, Dunce. You're welcome.
Oh yeah, no. Ang and I were doing it on Monday. As soon as you
2
said it, I was like, "Oh
points,
Jesus, here we go."
Here,
or
so
call me maybe.
the information is a down payment. The other half of the down payment is me letting you leave this place alive.
I thought it was
Sure.
the alligator with wings.
Oh, right. That too, I guess.
Oh yeah. The alligator with wings has to come with us. That's there's no question. We take that.
There was never a question. Of course he's
Yeah.
coming with us. He's the greatest.
Yes.
So
Alright.
are we agreed? The information and safe passage out of here, and we'll
And the
talk
flying
later.
crocodile. No, and the flying
And the
crocodile.
crocodile.
In exchange for after you find a way to stop the devastation from happening, you take the vessel to Stormmaw.
In exchange for if we find a way to stop the devastation from happening, then we can have another conversation about what you're
No.
offering us to take the vessel to Stormmaw.
I've already
We're not
told you what I'm
agreeing to.
offering. I've already told you
We're
what
not
I'm offering.
agreeing to anything.
Yeah, we're not
Against.
agreeing to help you. It just
Yeah.
seems to me that if we can't prevent a devastation, then whether we help you or not seems to be immaterial.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first thing. The first thing is to stop another devastation.
No.
If
The
we
first
can't, if
thing is we get the flying crocodile. The second thing is stopping the devastation.
we need to stop the devastation. If we can't do that, there's no point in us even making a deal or having this conversation at all. There's no point in you returning if a devastation can't be stopped.
Again.
So this is what you have to let us do first in order to have the conversation.
Again, I'm not the one that caused that mess. And
Yeah,
you're just
you
putting
are.
the information in the hands of the people that did.
You are the reason for that devastation. They did it to stop you.
They did it to
Therefore,
stop what they
you are
brought.
the cause, and they were the effect.
They
So yes,
did
you
it.
were the cause of the devastation.
They did it to stop what they brought in to fight me. Not just me.
Well, then they brought the thing in to fight you because of you. Where if you weren't there, they don't bring that in. They don't have to cause the devastation. Ergo, by my Texas public education, you were the cause of the devastation.
Never heard of Texas before.
I'm
It's a fancy private school on the East Coast.
Yeah,
Oh, is
they
that by
play a really
Kilorn?
cool kind of poker there.
Is that by
Yeah.
Kilorn? If I remember the geography of this world correctly.
1 second, I gotta pull up the map.
Texas University.
Hashtag it's canon now.
No, it's close to Kalorn, but it's not that close.
Right.
But it's over the near in that area.
Understood.
I can't speak for everyone else, but I'm not particularly interested in who's to blame for the first devastation. It's literally ancient history.
I'm only saying it because he keeps saying that we're gonna go to the people that caused it, and I'm telling him he's the person that caused it. So we have to go talk to the people that he thinks caused it so they don't cause it again, and that's how we prevent the devastation. Because he's back, they're gonna find out he's back. They're gonna want to repeat what they did, and then we're back to square one. Nobody wins. So we have to go to them anyways, like you're saying, and we have to talk to them, which is the whole part of the deal. Plus, we need the flying crocodile to succeed in this mission.
We have Treveron's notes. Why not just do the research ourselves?
Because we need the flying crocodile.
Have you met me? I suppose you could do the research yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, then give me the book.
I can sit by and play you some Mozart to inspire you.
You see him raise his hand to cast a spell, like a binding, like rings of green magic kind of appear around his hand, and he extends it and they break. Like the rings just kind of shatter that form around his hand. So there's both of the down payments. Now are you going to do what I want at the end of this arrangement?
Consult with you when you're ready. Sure, I'll be in touch.
Yeah. I wouldn't hold your breath, though, because it might take some time.
He made it 18 years. What's another 18?
He said 13 thou.
Same difference.
He also went to the Texas public education system.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Not many good educational establishments down in the ninth layer of hell.
The deep south.
So,
Fair will bow to him and say, "You have my word, my lord."
excellent.
My lord.
How else to address a god than with proper respect?
Something
not-
hits me so hard, makes
Something,
me
something.
say, "Oh my
Hi,
lord."
hi, guy.
All right then.
Trust
There's
me on this, it's a bad idea to be rude to them.
There's one. What about the rest of you?
I'm not going to call you my lord, but sure. We will get back to you as long as that crocodile flying guy leaves with us. As long as Bob comes with us, or Bill, or whatever the hell we named him.
His chains have been broken. He's free to leave.
Above game, you had no idea I was going to try to get the flying crocodile.
Oh, I already had the stat block screenshot and saved, dude.
Just in case.
Yep.
I got us a party pet.
I can certainly promise to have another conversation once we're ready.
Yeah. Don't find us. We'll find you. Or you can send one of your little minion guys that you want us to be so afraid of to come find us, I guess. But yeah, we may not recognize them because some of us still haven't put two and two together.
All right then.
Until next time, then.
Indeed, I guess.
Certainly. What do you like to do?
Is he gone?
Oh, he's still controlling Treverin. He's just staring.
He's awkwardly standing.
Just his hands kind of folded like this, just looking.
I'd like to go collect Billy Bob.
It's hell this time of year.
Cold.
Really?
So the Astros won the pennant.
It's a cold day in hell.
Cold
The
day.
Browns won a Super Bowl.
I was going to
No,
say, you all,
not that cold.
if you knew anything on the planes, you would only know that the first, 3 layers are actually extremely hot. Beyond that.
Well, let's just add that to the list of things we don't know shit about.
Hell freezes over a bit, doesn't it?
If you say so, champ.
All right.
Move over to the table and start investigating the other stuff there. Are there any other books or just the tablets?
Just the tablets.
All right. And are those bookshelves along the far wall too?
Yes.
Are the tablets engraved?
Yeah, Fair investigated them last time.
Okay.
They're engraved with orders from Asmodeus.
Oh, is it anything that you wanted to keep?
Yes, actually.
Because I've got some paper. Could we do some ink rubs of them since we can't take them? I
Sounds
assume they
good.
crumble.
Lighter and easier to carry.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Yeah, I'll hand Fair the paper, and I've got some ink.
I think I have ink too.
Okay.
I'll copy them. I'll copy the writing down.
Okay. And it hasn't been 10 minutes, so your comprehend languages should still be up from reading them the first time.
Oh.
So just go ahead and make a general intelligence check for me.
I also have comprehend languages, and I speak Infernal. If I could assist and give them advantage.
They didn't need advantage.
I rolled a 20. I rolled a 19 on the die, so
Oh, yeah.
for a 23. So
All right. Well,
Yeah.
fuck me.
Maybe later.
It's like I only
bye.
said that because I saw
Sorry.
the roll and I was
not
like,
with
No.
not with the whole party here.
I didn't
Asmodeus
have
is watching.
I didn't have that window up on my
yeah.
browser.
I saw it. I saw this little thing pop up and it said Fair rolled a 23. I was like, they need advantage.
Yeah,
But I appreciate the sentiment.
You copy it down fairly accurately. Maybe like a punctuation here or there missing, but other than that.
So you would say Fair did a fair job?
More than a fair job.
Okay. A fairly good job?
A fairly good job, yeah.
Excellent.
All right. With that done, is there anything else?
Check out the books on the bookshelves. Detect magic.
There's nothing magical on the bookshelves.
Okay.
It is mostly like magical theory books from. You can tell you're using comprehend languages to read them.
Okay. Are they the same language that the tablets are in?
Yes.
Okay. Which is not infernal, right?
Correct.
Okay. It's something else.
Elvish.
I'm getting phone call.
How many of these books can we fit in the bag of holding?
All of them?
The bookshelf?
I mean, we don't need the shelf, I don't think, but
It helps keep things organized in there.
Wizards are not known for their organization. At least I'm certainly not.
Also, good job, good try trying to shove that in that hole.
Oh, I'm sure Lucius has learned a thing or two
You're
from
gonna
his
need a
books.
much bigger hole for that, dear.
I'm sure Lucius has learned a few tricks from those books he's been reading.
I'm quite the hole lover. Yes.
Okay, sorry.
What?
He didn't hear that. That's
Yeah.
even better.
Oh yeah.
Hold up.
Well, that's great.
Clip on Twitch and go back about the 40 seconds.
I'd like to insight check Lucius because that didn't sound very convincing.
All of them.
Bookshelf. I actually think he's
Wizards are
going
not
back and
known for
watching
their
the last 40 seconds on
organization.
Twitch.
Trying to shove
I
that in
think
that
he actually
hole.
is.
You're gonna need a much
40
bigger
seconds,
hole.
you're not
for-
getting
he's been
back, right?
Yeah. And it's not far enough either, I don't think, for the start of that.
Yes, it was. For the whole sticking it in the whole jokes? Yeah, absolutely. It was far back enough for that. Mm.
Yeah, Fair will just start collecting as many books as we can fit in the portable hole. Or the bag of holding, whatever.
Bag of holding, yeah.
Make sure you save some space for any +3 weapons we might have to steal on the way back to wherever we're going.
To steal.
I mean, buy.
There are some duplicates and stuff, so you get about I'll say 9 books. 9 different books that look fairly unique.
Also,
I think
I don't know if we should let Lucius hold those books. He might get them confused.
I think we just repurposed a weapon. We didn't steal it. It was repurposing.
We got it on sale. It was on a discount.
5-finger discount?
5-finger
It was
discount.
$3.99.
Yeah.
$3.99.
$3.99.
Okay.
Plus tax.
So still $3.99.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Can we
And
go
Asmodeus
get our...
just watches us this whole time.
Oh, yeah. And you can still tell he's possessed because of the eyes.
Is he caring that we're taking the books?
He's kind of got his head tilted to the side, fascinated that somebody would take old, dusty books like that.
Are the books in Elvish?
They're not.
Oh.
Infernal.
Nope.
Draconic?
Nope.
Thieves can't.
No. No. Comprehend languages lets you read them.
I'll ask Fair
Is it in
what
common?
language the books are in.
I can't tell, can I? Because it's the same language as my tablet fragment, though. Yeah.
Yes, I forgot that actually Detect Languages does tell you what language it is in, correct?
I think it just says you can read it.
Yeah, I thought
I
it
don't-
didn't.
I don't
Because I
know
thought
if
I had
you-
asked this when you first gave me the tablet fragment.
Yeah,
And I couldn't tell what language it was. Just that I could
Yeah,
read it with the
you've
spell.
asked me that too, right?
Yeah, I know, and I always forget.
If you want to tell us what language it is, though, that's cool. I'll
No,
pay attention.
no, I won't be nice.
Oh well. Mystery to solve. Something to do on the boat ride on the way back.
Yes, I'd be interested to hear what Willie has to say about this.
What if Willie was his contact?
That would
Well,
not surprise me.
he's hardly in a high place.
I mean, he
Isn't
could have
he in
found
a
that
low
magic
place?
herb, for all we know.
Oh, I just meant literally. He's
Oh.
underground.
Are you sure it's wise to go telling everyone about all this?
Not everyone, just the people we trust.
And that guy.
People in high places don't necessarily have to be high above the ground.
You see, you're teaching me new things already.
You must have gone to that Alabama school of education.
Oh,
Based,
Alabama, yeah, that northern school right there.
based off of what you guys told me happened before y'all got to Roguewater, if he's saying that high people in high places don't actually need to be in high places, then wouldn't it maybe have that them Dwergar things you told me about and the shit they were doing with your friend Stone?
Could be. I'm still waiting for him to tell us who he means.
I'll give you a hint because I like making people guess. They're still alive.
Above game,
The
I know
other
who it
prince?
is.
Is it the other prince?
That could be a very good guess.
Elvish. Prior to the Elvis prince. Princess.
Is there anything else here that looks interesting?
What am I? Chopped liver?
Yes.
Books, I
close,
mean,
Dietrich.
academically interesting, not curiosities.
I can be academically interesting. Wouldn't you love to study me?
Not that Bama education you got.
Now is not the time.
I don't think tieflings are very tasty.
Yes, again, my friend.
Give me 1 second.
I'm delicious.
That's not what the
Magically?
bartender said.
Well, we can test that later if you'd like, and I can decide for myself.
Don't tempt him with a good time.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
I will
Fair.
say,
You scare the shit out of me, but I'm into it, oddly.
And you're very distracting. We'll revisit this later.
Indeed.
they're academically interesting. The gyroscopic device on the other table, as well as the orb, look very interesting.
Okay, are they magical at all?
They are both magical.
Can I study what school? See what, try and get an idea of what the spell is before I touch them?
Give me a second, because now I have to.
Divination magic on the orb. Oh shit, it's a Palantir. Put it in the bag of holding and never take it out.
Is there a Palantir item in 5th edition?
There could be.
There
You're
are
the
like
DM.
there are crystal balls and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure it's
Give me
not
1
called
second.
that. I'm sure that's
I'm pretty sure that's copyrighted.
They filed off the serial numbers.
Yeah.
actually interestingly, Palantir as a word was never copyrighted by the Tolkien estate. There's a company called Palantir,
Oh, that's right. I've
and they have copyrighted it. It's the name of their company.
Oh my god, really? That is crazy.
That's right. I forget that they recruit at my school.
What school are fucking magic items?
Depends on the spell they're enchanted with.
Like it depends on what they do. Like
Yeah.
you just kind of, I don't think it's written down anywhere. You just kind of have to say like, oh, like this seems like enchantment or transmutation or whatever.
The gyroscopic device, so it's sitting in one and kind of rotating in it, but inside of it there are like 3 more, like a typical like multi-gyroscope, and inside there is like a white glowing stone. The inner part of it, so the inner 3 loops, not the big outer one in that, is magical and seems to be with the evocation school of magic.
Okay.
The
About how big is it?
Small enough to hold in your hand without the
Okay.
outer loop of it.
Well, ask Asmodeus. What can you tell me about this device if you know anything, or if Treverin knows anything?
Oh, that was a present to all of my mages who are working on this project.
What's the name of the project?
Stop me from getting banished.
You guys gotta get better with naming.
So you created this device. What would you care to tell me about it? Or you said you prefer watching us solve mysteries. On second thought, don't tell me. I'll see what I can discover.
You know that Dunce and Farzu can just identify that thing right now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I could as well later.
Okay.
The blue glowing orb is 1 second to can double check.
We can
Is
do the identifying
is divination.
Ooh, definitely looking at that.
Oh boy.
I thought I saved something on D&D Beyond and I didn't, so I had to go and grab it today.
I think right now I gotta head out.
All right,
Sorry,
man.
guys.
All good.
No, you're good.
Take care,
Feel
buddy.
better. Feel
Yeah, feel better.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Are you going to like identify the orb?
How long does it take to cast that? Do I have identify?
If you burn a spell slot, it's an action, I believe. No,
I
it's
don't
still a
think I
minute.
have
It's still a minute, actually.
No, I have identify, but I don't have it prepared.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do it if you want me to.
Sure, go for it.
All right.
Solve the mystery
Thanks a lot,
ourselves. I
Henry.
mean, identify it ourselves rather than just having him tell us.
Yeah.
It's an orb of scrying after the minute is cast.
It's an orb of scrying. Whatever the hell that is.
You can cast scrying using it once a day.
That seems handy.
Take that. Haven't seen one of these in years.
Why would you need an orb to cry in?
I don't
I
know.
will add it to your inventory.
Is he caring that we're taking it?
He's intrigued looking at you guys identifying it. He's kind of got his hand up here now looking like... So
This
what
was
they
also
do.
part of the deal.
This is what
He's
they
got
do
this
when
look
they...
on his He's got this look on his face like, oh fuck, it's a low-level D&D party. What have I got myself?
Yeah, kind of.
Take
Identify
everything that's not
everything.
not nailed down.
Above game. That is definitely his feeling.
Well, he can blame our DM for not leveling us up fast enough.
Look,
It's a good joke. It's a great joke, even.
I did mention that there was a risk tonight of a TPK. I gave you warning.
That's true.
look, you got your crocodile.
I got us a crocodile. It's a party pet.
Oh, party pets.
He's my friend.
Okay.
Over under on how many days until Dunce tries to use him as a mount?
I was gonna do it the
-3.
moment we got there.
Yeah, like literally that was the whole point. I was gonna use the when I got the greater steed thing, that's what I was gonna use it for. Was I just want to ride this guy.
Was he okay with it?
Yeah, did
We're
you
gonna
ask
find out.
Consent, please.
consent, please?
I've been racking up the inspiration points for the animal handling. I might need to convince him to let me ride him.
Good thing to save it up for. All right. Are you going? You take the orb, or are you going to take the gyroscope thing too?
Sure, I'm curious.
Okay.
Is it gyrating at all?
No, it doesn't seem to spin
Oh.
at all.
But Dietrich is.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's kind of what I was going at, but
So this is what you do with these places. You just loot.
Pretty much.
Fascinating.
Seems to be working out all right so far.
Very interesting.
No, it's not.
Prefer to move the materials to a place much more conducive for my research. If I'm going to be working on your problem for you, on our problem for us,
We're just
I
repurposing items that are left here.
prefer a place a little less damp.
Understandable.
Speaking of damp places, are we investigating the rest of these ruins before we leave, or is this
pretty sure we could open that other door now.
plenty of other doors to open?
More things to loot.
We might as well see what's down here.
It's obviously been a while since anybody else came down here. And we were looking for something else in particular anyway? Like a stone or something?
We found the tablets.
Oh, okay.
The ones that were on the table that I was looking at were similar to the ones that I already had.
Okay.
But where
And
are
we
they
won't
located?
know what's down here or whether it could help us until we find it.
Oh, there's nothing else down here of value, really.
Is that so?
Yes.
What's behind the locked door with the fancy puzzle on it?
That
Yeah,
I
with the
don't
gemstones.
That I don't remember.
So you don't
Tiny-
remember what's down here, but you're sure it's not useful. That makes a lot of sense.
Or am I just saying that to get you to go there?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
I'm
mean,
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we'll go there with or without you, with or without your
with or
assistance. But
without you.
Mortal curiosity, what can you do?
Die, right? That's the big thing.
that is the main thing about being mortal. Yes.
See, I don't have that problem.
Perhaps why we find such places fascinating while you think they're boring.
But anyway, next time we chat, you can tell us about how your last 1,000 years have been.
Are you still going to be around in 1,000 years when I'm ruling this place? Really?
I shall make the effort.
Oh no, I meant like the next time we talk, you can tell us how your last 1,000 years have been since you got banished.
I might take you up on that. If we do talk again.
Oh, I hope we do. But in the meantime, I think we'll take our leave and see what else is in store for us in these ruins.
I thank you for this audience, my lord.
You're welcome. Remember what I've done for you all when we have our next conversation.
Well, you may have to excuse us because we're not very good at putting 2 and 2 together. So if we forget,
I will endeavor to remember.
well, he was talking shit to us, so that's what I was doing back.
I mean, it's going to be hard to forget a fucking crocodile with wings.
Wait till you see what I call him, Falcor, and we ride across the skies. Yeah.
Shall we move on, everyone, and take everything else that's not nailed down in here?
Sure.
You read my mind.
Absolutely.
Must be that detect thought spell.
Orb of Scrying is working already.
Yeah.
Which door are you guys going to come out of?
There was
Are there
only...
multiple? There's only one door out of this room,
Nope,
correct?
there are
Yeah.
two.
Oh,
Oh, where's the other one?
Because there's the one you guys came in on, and then there's the closed one behind you guys.
Well, obviously that one. Ooh,
Yeah.
mystery door.
The one we haven't been through yet.
Okay.
Mystery door. Mystery door.
Okay. Marching order into the door, so I have it on this before I close it back out.
I'll stick to going second. Keep an eye over whoever in
Somewhere in the
front,
middle.
their shoulder for traps or anything.
Okay.
Probably Lucius in front.
I think Lucius was going in front last
Yeah.
time.
And I'll be third.
Okay. I mean, you guys can go like 2 by 2, so it's not that bad.
Put my wolf near the front, but me near the back.
Okay.
Yeah, like Lucius, like if it's 2 by 2, Lucius and the wolf, then Dietrich and Fair.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then, yeah.
That makes sense.
Melee and good investigation up front.
That is true.
And dark vision.
Yeah, that's why I'm in the middle, so people can direct me where to go in case we need dark vision.
Wait, who has dark vision?
I do.
Pretty
For
much, I think
once.
everybody but me. And Lucius.
Everyone but you and Lucius.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
that. As you guys get ready to leave out the door, kind of setting up the order and throwing the last things in the bag, you hear this voice come from behind you, which is Travarin, who's kind of turned around and looked at, I forgot to add the apostrophe there. Who's kind of looked at his stuff that's gone from the table and kind of looks back. Really?
Your boss said we could have it. It's nothing personal.
Where did you go while he was in you?
It's the $1,000,000
Are we still
question,
doing
isn't it?
phrasing?
Were we ever doing phrasing?
That's how you get ants.
Thank you.
You don't want ants, right? That's how you get ants.
Visions and flashes. It's like watching a movie in your mind, like pictures in your mind, but you're not controlling them.
So you heard our conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, so you know why we took the stuff.
Yes, but it wasn't his to give.
Well, then
He
you
gave
talk
us an
about it.
alligator.
You work for him. I'm pretty sure it was
Yeah.
his to give.
If you have any complaints, take it up with him.
This is your place of employment, not your home. Those are two different things, dear.
Yeah, do you have an HR department?
Look, we're not doing this, Mom. Dad said we could take everything, so we took it.
Just wait till your father gets home.
Just wait till Daddy comes home. You don't want to make Daddy angry.
Unclean. All of you are unclean.
As if you're not.
That is
Shut up.
true.
Really,
I mean, you
the
didn't
most
have to make
shocking,
him give a shit for this.
really the most shocking thing about all this is that it still surprises you, Rai.
That is the most surprising part.
Oh no. I have completely lost my train of thought. That's the problem now.
You're welcome.
Derailed.
You see, it maybe.
He was explaining that he was like seeing it like a movie.
Yes. And then maybe technically his things, but that doesn't mean you should just take them when somebody says to.
Well, it wasn't just somebody who said to. It was a god giving us permission to do something.
You have served him well. You can take your rest, and we'll take it from here.
Bound here without my research for whatever is left of eternity for me? Is that much better?
I mean, do you want us to make eternity a lot shorter for you?
If we don't, I'm sure your boss would oblige.
If it is within my power, I would be happy to grant you eternal rest.
Your boss wasn't too happy with you as it is. He was looking for a better person to get into.
You
So,
did fail.
You are
your
expendable.
job.
You see his
Don't be rude to him. Eternity is a long time.
If you see his expression start to change when Dunn said that, gets a little angry.
You did have one job and you failed that, so.
He's been working at it for 1,000 years.
But it already happened. Like, he didn't stop it like he was supposed to.
Did you ever get a pay raise once in those 1,000 years? Because if not, you really need an HR department.
Per department.
I would think devils would have bureaucracy down to a science.
Oh, certainly.
I don't think you understand what it's like to work for him. It wasn't that I didn't know. I didn't know it didn't it had already happened. I'm just doing my work.
Well, luckily for us, we're not working for him, at least not yet.
And you still are, and he gave us permission to leave. So if you interfere with that, then you would be interfering with the guy that literally controls your existence.
I mean, you could go play riddles with which one did we keep up? The wolf sphinx? Wasn't that the one that we didn't end up like killing and we're not taking with us also?
Well, the Drake Sphinx is coming back. You can go play with that one too. There was a baby one sleeping, and it was
Oh,
growing.
that's right. Yeah, you
So
can go
that's
have
also another
riddles.
reason we shouldn't go back out that door we came in from.
You can go have riddle time for the end of eternity with the sphinxes that are still here.
Why don't I just take you out with me then?
I don't think your boss would like that too much. And also, we wouldn't let that happen. You're cute. Bless your heart.
Dude, you're one-shot material.
Do you say that in game?
Sure.
I need everybody to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh boy.
Why is he casting a spell?
Oh yeah,
Counter spell?
and he'll counterspell it.
You can cast 2 spells at the same
You can
time. Then I'll
cast
cast counter.
No, you
Then
can only
I'll
do one
cast
If one of
reaction.
them is
counterspell.
counterspell, you can't.
If one of them is
The
counterspell,
limitation
you
is
can.
only, yeah, the limitation is only if you use a bonus action, then your action needs to be X. But no, you can cast a spell and then also counterspell.
Because counterspell is a reaction.
Yep.
Well, my counterspell was 4th level, so
Oh, he has to roll for it?
correct.
Okay. +18 +5 for a 23.
I would like to silvery barbs.
Oh. Wait, you already used your reaction.
It was worth a shot.
Damn it. Almost fell for it, too. I had the die in my hand. Okay.
I should have given him a 7.
Yes, you
I
should
still have
have.
a die. I got a 7 for him. Give him that 7.
So he rolls a 12.
Oh my god, are you serious?
That's not enough, I
Yes.
don't think.
Yeah, divination wizards, man.
Yeah, that's not enough.
Get wrecked.
Yeah, so that's a 12. Wait. Hold up. I might have his... No, that's his plus to hit. That's his... Okay, what is spellcasting proficiency? Because these new stat blocks piss me off.
No, it's just his spellcasting
It's just
modifier.
the spellcasting modifier? Okay, then yes, it is
Yeah.
a
Just
plus...
the
then
ability
it-
score modifier.
Then it is a +5. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, so then, but he still needs
That's
to
a
get to
12.
a 14.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that fails. He'll
So then
bonus... He'll bonus action.
I no longer have any die.
As out of the ground beneath you, 5 fucking skeletons.
Can I go ahead and use my health spell?
Yeah.
It's a healing word, rank 4, that's going to Farzu.
Okay. And everybody
I'm
roll.
gonna pull out my sword and ignite the flame tongue.
Bear, you gonna use your held spell or no?
Yeah, cast hold person.
Okay, what's the save on that?
You get 15 back, Farzu.
Thank you.
Wisdom, right?
You are no longer almost dead.
Yeah, wisdom.
And the save is 15?
15
Okay, he makes it.
curses. Worth a shot.
Yep.
Wait, what was the save on hold person? 15 what?
It was a DC 15 and he
Wisdom.
made it. Wisdom.
Wisdom? Okay.
Okay, does anybody have over a 20?
Oh, I didn't roll
Oh.
initiative.
I got a
Yeah,
22. Wait,
I've got
Yeah.
a 24.
24.
I've got a 23.
23 for... Damn it.
No, my name's Nymeria, but try again.
Now I realized I didn't leave enough room at the top. Uh, 22 for Royce, 20 for Lucius. Apparently, it's only bad initiative rolls when he's here. Farzu.
18.
18. Oh, shoot. I need to roll for him.
I
8.
had a 20.
What's your plus to dex?
3.
Okay, yeah, so you're going first on 20.
Thought somebody had a 22 and 23.
No, you're going first on 20.
Oh,
'cause
okay.
Lucius
Gotcha.
rolled the same thing as you.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
18 for Farzu. And what did Fair get?
Also an 18.
Who has the higher dex there?
My score is 17.
You do.
So Fair.
You do.
And then Farzu, and I hope to God I roll something above that. Oh, it's kind of in
No.
the corner. No, actually. That is a 17. Cool, so literally Dietrich, Nymeria, Royce, Dunce, Lucius, Fair, Farzu, and then everything else. So Dietrich and then Nymeria.
All right. So my sword is out and ignited.
Yes.
How far away am I from our from Treverin?
10, 20, 35 feet.
So I can't get within 5?
No, you'd
Or
also
am I
take...
just
Also, do you just not have opportunity attacks against you?
Only on things. that-
I don't have opportunity attacks against anybody I attacked that round.
Okay, because unless you want difficult terrain go... Oh, wait, no, it's allies. So, no, you could actually... Yeah, you could actually go that way and not take an opportunity attack.
Yeah, and so can I get in melee range or not?
No, you're still, like, 5 feet away from melee range.
Okay. Yeah, I'll bonus action dash to get the rest of the way
Okay.
and take a swing.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a luck point.
Okay.
Nope, never mind. I don't have any luck points left.
Oh.
So that is a 14 to hit.
That will just miss.
Have I used
Okay,
my
and then I'll
reaction?
Do you still have use your reaction until your turn?
Okay.
Yeah.
Good
question.
Then so because I made an attack against him, even though it didn't hit, I still don't provoke opportunity attacks from him.
Correct.
Although
So
he's
I'll
also
take
used his reaction too. So
Yeah.
true. So I bonus action dashed to get 5 feet, so I should have 25 feet left.
Yes.
I'll just kind of go to like the near those bookshelves, just run in that direction.
25. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Nymeria and then Royce.
Who's Royce?
Oh, not Royce.
Emrys.
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 Jesus.
Wait till he starts calling me LT.
I'm gonna.
I also actually wrote down Royce too on the sheet. So I'm fucking up.
I'm gonna pull
Just
out
can't-
this wand that I got, and
Mhm.
I'm gonna cast magic missile at him at 4th level.
Okay. Roll the bolts.
Fourth level is 7 bolts.
Yep.
It would be 6. 4th level would be 6.
No, 3 plus 3 is. Oh, yeah, it's 6. Because first level doesn't count.
Okay, so 6 is 23.
$64 plus 6. I love magic missile.
Oh, I know. I use it all the time on Monday. It was the only thing I could cast on Monday at Vecna that would actually take full fucking damage, besides my Radiance cantrip.
That Vecna fight.
Fuck that Vecna fight, man.
Do we know how tall the ceiling is in this room, by the way? Does anyone
For
remember?
how much damage?
23 force damage.
Okay. Cool. Any movement?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Albert's gonna move to. He can't get to him, can he?
He only has 30 feet of movement, right?
Right.
So he can get, like, there.
Nah, he's gonna go for the skeleton that's like closest to that guy.
That one?
If that makes yeah.
Cool.
And I didn't take a bonus action, so he gonna bite him.
Okay. Emrys and then Dunce.
That one off kind of in the corner.
Yeah, no, give a second for bite.
Almost your turn.
Almost your turn.
Bite is +3 plus proficiency 6, so that it would just be a 25 to hit.
That will definitely hit a skeleton.
1d6 plus 3, and that's a 1, so 4.
Okay. Bites down and cracks a rib on the skeleton.
Cool. That's the end of my turn.
Now it's your turn, Emrys. Then Dunce.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
That one in the corner kind of by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn and cast Frostbite on it first, though.
Okay.
It's con 17.
The skeleton has no con.
That's dirty 20.
I call shenanigans.
Agreed.
I call shenanigans, but I guess I'll roll my wolf attack then.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Surprisingly,
sucks. None
skeletons
damage.
do not have negative
That's
con
it.
for some reason.
9 damage. That ends my turn.
On both attacks.
We move multi-attack to 10.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I don't know what to. Oh.
Any movement from you?
Nope.
Okay. Dunson and Lucius is up.
I'm going to. I guess I'm not within 30 feet of him, huh?
No.
All right. I'm gonna move up to get within 30 feet of him,
Okay.
like at the edge of 30 feet,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna cast Bane for free, targeting him and the 2 skeletons that are kind of left alone furthest away from everybody.
Okay. And what's the save on that?
Charisma 15. They may not have negative con, but they sure as fuck should have negative charisma. They're skeleton.
Okay, that is a 19 for the Necromancer, a 14 minus 3 for an 11 on the other one, and a 3 minus 3 for a 0 on the other skeleton.
All right, so they're baned then,
Yes.
which you don't have a thing for.
I do have the thing for. Wait.
Oh, you did?
It's slow that I don't have the thing
Oh.
for. And
He's bane and not slow.
I literally
No, not that one. The 2 to the right.
Oh.
No, down.
Those
Yeah,
two.
those 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
The developer is very, very good at reading comments on Tabletop Simulator, so I sent him a list beyond slow of what he needs to add in terms of condition rings, and he's like, I'll get on that next one. I'm like, thank you. So coming soon.
And
TM.
then
TM, Blizzard Entertainment.
yeah, I am going to move back towards the one the wolf is standing next to.
Like Daru?
Yeah, but I'm gonna go around, and then if I can get to him to actually stand next to the skeleton to give the wolf like advantage. I
+2,
prefer to
yeah.
be on the other side if I can, but yeah.
Yeah, you can be behind him.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's my turn. Also, as long as the door isn't blocking me from seeing him.
That is correct. It doesn't block you from seeing him.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Well, hell, if Lucius is gonna attack that one, I would have baned the other guy.
So I thought you were gonna do that.
Actually, yeah, bane the other guy. Sorry, I forget that Farzu's there, not a tank.
Yeah.
That
I
makes
have
more
protection.
sense. Yeah, you have it. Well, it gives you an extra D4.
So that is a
AC,
25 on the first one and a 13 on the second one, and both of them hit. So that is 8 points on the first attack because I rolled really low, and 12 on the second for a total of 20. On the second swing, completely obliterating the skeleton. That's his turn. Fair, and then Farzu.
Let's see. Both of the 2 on the right side those are the baned ones.
Yes.
Correct.
Could I move so I could get both of them in a 15-foot cone?
Yeah, I was gonna say you can probably just position like there and get both of them in a 15-foot cone, but we'll see. Yeah.
Okay, I will do that and cast Spray of Cards
Okay.
with cutting cards, because I figure blinding doesn't do much against a skeleton. I will cast that at...
Somehow, not immune to blinded, even though they don't have eyes. Weird. What's the save?
Wisdom 15? Oh, no, wait, it's Dex 15, sorry, for cutting.
Yeah. Cool.
And they have to subtract a D4.
Yes, they do. I'm just getting dice to roll both of them at the same time.
Sorry, I
Nope,
know
you're-
I'm annoying.
Nope, you're good. Okay, so that is a 7 plus 2 for 9 minus 3 is a 4, and then a 2 plus 2 is a 4 minus 1 is a 3.
Okay.
So they both fail.
Then do I roll damage separately or 1 for both of them?
Either or, whatever you want to do.
Okay, I'll roll 1 for both of them because it's 1 spray of cards.
See what you roll first, and then if it's
And
low,
then
you just roll where you
decide.
hit.
14.
14 to both of them?
Yeah.
They're both gonzo.
She was good enough.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if I want to do that now.
And then I guess I'll use the rest of my movement to move closer to the Travarin.
Uh-huh.
Well, get out of the pack at least.
Yeah. All right, I'm good. Thanks.
Cool. Do you want to be like back more or like good there?
That's fine.
Okay, cool. Farzu's up. And then Travarin.
I was going to protect myself from evil, but they seem very squishy. So, um, I'm going to cast Witch Bolt. Or, am I about 30 feet from him?
You need to move about 10 feet.
Okay, I'll move 10 feet.
Okay.
And I'll cast Witch Bolt
Okay.
at level 3.
All right.
Uh, 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
And 3d12s. Or 21 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll take another 15 away.
Okay. Or 20 all the way back to the wall.
Well, I moved 10, right? So I only have
Oh, yeah, sorry, 15 back to
25
the
feet.
wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, I'm just going to say this before I roll this turn. They did a number to the stat blocks in Mordenkainen's Monsters of the Multiverse. So he's going to, instead of casting a spell, do his Arcane Burst, which is 3 spell attacks. The first one's definitely going to hit Farzi with a 28.
I don't know. His AC is pretty high.
No.
I tried.
Oh, question.
Yes.
With my reaction, because I can cast shield on myself with reaction.
Yes.
Can I also use one of those coins that I bought?
Yeah, the coins are a reaction, but you
So
only
could I
get
use-
you only get one reaction.
And they're only both +5.
Correct.
Well, there's no point on wasting a spell slot or a coin
Okay.
because, yeah. nothing much else I can do.
Wait, it was 28 on the roll, not damage, right?
It's 39 points of necrotic damage.
Oh shit.
Which would put me unconscious.
Yeah.
So I am unconscious.
Hold on. Hold on.
I'm gonna say the hit has already gone through if you're gonna silvery barbs it.
No.
Okay.
Technically, I can silvery barbs multiple things.
That's true.
And it's actually, it has to succeed on the attack roll anyway. But,
Cutting words, is that what you're looking for?
yeah, what did he cast? Or what did he do? I guess he didn't
It's
cast.
called
but-
Arcane Burst. So basically, out of his wand, there's 3 bolts of energy. You don't know where the other 2 are going yet.
Okay. I also can only stop 8 points at, or 10 points at most? No, 8. Yeah, I can't do anything.
Okay.
How much damage would you have to do to kill me?
Double. So it's whatever your current hit points are plus whatever your hit point max is.
He would have had to do 89 points of damage in a single blow to kill you from where you were.
Oh, wait, shit.
Or
Could have kept your
84.
ass alive.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to? I haven't
I
done
looked
the
at
other
his
2
health.
attacks yet.
I mean, I looked at his health. I didn't know he was. I thought he was lower than that.
I'm at 34.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's right if I looked at your health. I was just trying to see to tell you what you would have taken to kill you, but
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Oh, okay.
I'm unconscious.
The other 2 are gonna go at Lucius with a 21 and a 22 on the hit. For 21 and 26. For a total of 47 points of damage. And then give me 1 second, because I forgot something
cheater.
on the
Jeez.
board. Oh, no, wait, hold up. Never mind, I misread that. Alright, we're back. Alright. He's going to back up towards the table. Now the skeletons are going to go
How far away is he from me?
about 50 feet now.
Okay.
This one's going to turn around and make it short sword attack on Dunce. I don't think a 8 hits you.
Nope.
Nymeria Drake's
It's less than half, so it takes.
it takes
reaction
damage.
damage.
Your Albert can get a reaction,
Okay.
an opportunity attack, because he's going to move out of this.
13.
That is its AC, so that will hit.
And that's a 6, so that's 9 damage.
Cool. So he is still barely up, and he's going to go around and try and take a swing. A 19 just hits. Holy shit.
Can I use cutting words?
You may.
Four.
Okay, so that will miss with
15.
a 15. Yeah. And that's their turn. And all of their turn. Dietrich, you are up.
So I'm how far from him now?
Still about 25 feet. He just literally moved back 5 feet.
Right. I'm gonna get into melee with him, so 25 feet.
Okay.
Bonus action, Wrathful Smite,
Okay.
and make my attack.
Cool.
That's a dirty 20.
That will hit.
Flame Tongue, Sneak Attack, Wrathful Smite, Weapon die, Booming Blade die. That's 32 total, and he has to make a wisdom save.
What's the wisdom on it?
DC 15.
That's 15. 10 plus 5.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, my reaction's done.
Yep. I'll just take my last 5 feet of movement and step back 5 feet.
Okay. All right. Nymeria and then Emrys.
I'm assuming I'm within 150 feet of him.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. I'm taking my 2 shots.
Cool.
26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Just barely.
They don't know I know this trick. No, it doesn't hit.
13 piercing.
Okay.
Second shot. 28 to hit.
Jesus Christ.
I have a plus 10.
You guys think I roll high. My god.
Another 9.
Okay.
No, you just roll high on wisdom saving throws, ass.
Dude, I just throw a bunch of things that have like plus 5s and plus 7s to wisdom saves. It's great.
Yeah, I noticed. That's why I switched to charisma saves again.
Look.
If you're gonna metagame us, I'm gonna metagame you.
Oh, I
right
love
back.
it. I love it. I love it. I didn't say anything bad about it.
You said look.
Albert's gonna move. He's never gonna get there. He's gonna move over to, that skeleton with the wolfie, and he's gonna take his bite.
Okay.
15.
That'll hit.
5 damage.
That's exactly how much it had left.
Cool.
Yay.
He bites the spine and the skeleton collapses.
Okie dokie then. Does Albert have enough movement to get over to the other skeleton?
Yeah, because he only used 5 feet.
He would like to go do that then.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
Cool. All right. Emrys and then Dunce.
Let me go up to Farzu. He's right next to me, right?
Yep.
Close.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level on him. Let me go ahead and roll that so he stands back
Counterspell.
up.
My reaction's used.
Fine. I'm shoving a good berry down his throat with my bonus action.
Damn it.
Go to 1
Wait,
health, Farzu.
Way to use your counter spell.
Yeah, 3d8, 1 point of healing instead of 3d8.
Fine, he's still up and not taking a death save. Let's go.
That's true. That's
I
all
will
that
be taking a
matters.
death save.
Yeah.
That is all that matters.
Actually,
And then my wolf is charging up at the dude as much as he can and using his sprint, because I assume he's not going to get there.
30 feet would get him, like, there, so he'd need 15 feet on the dash to get in melee.
That's fine, he's just going to
What were
get
you
in
gonna say,
melee.
Farzu?
I think it's okay.
Oh, okay. Cool. Dunson and Lucius.
All right. If he were to have to run in between, let's say, the wolf and Dietrich, would Dietrich get an attack of opportunity, or did he back out too far?
If he has to go that way,
Yeah.
no, Dietrich would get an opportunity attack.
All right.
And I get
So-
sneak attack on opportunity attacks because it's a
Mhm.
different turn.
So I'm gonna move 30 feet along that, the wall. Yep. And then I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers at 2nd level.
Okay, what's the save on that?
Wiz 15.
Okay. I cannot read this die.
It's a 3.
It's a 3 or an 8. I can't tell.
What's around
Fails
it?
It's a
anyway.
3.
I'm
Is there a
looking. I'm
19
looking.
or-
I'm looking at the other die.
What's on the other side of the number?
17,
Is it an
16, 19. It's a 3, so that's an 8 total.
8? All right. So he fails. He takes, holy crap, 20 damage. And
Okay.
has to move
Okay.
his full movement away from me.
So he'll get there. Opportunity attack from the wolf and opportunity attack from wolf first, and then Dietrich.
A 17 to hit.
That will hit.
$12 points of damage.
Okie dokie. And Dietrich, as he moves past you,
15 to hit.
that is the AC with mage armor.
All right. $23 damage.
Cool. You only needed to do 1. How are you doing this?
So like as he runs past me, I just like catch him right in the gut with my cutlass.
Okay.
And as he gets caught on it, I just look at him with a look of pity and say, "Not your lucky day."
It isn't yours either. I think it's just going to be Dietrich. Yeah, it's just going to be Dietrich and the wolf need to make dexterity saving throws, please.
I'm going to use a point of inspiration.
Yep.
I rolled a 15 for a 16.
Natural 20 for a 26.
16 will save too. So you guys both take half, which is 14 points of necrotic damage as his body that was being held together by necrotic magic dissipates and explodes. And we're going to take our break there.
Oh yeah, break.
Right?
Like, I need to piss and grab a
Could have just played through, really. All right, we'll be back in like 35 minutes, guys. 3 to 5 minutes, not 35. Oh my god. Be right back.
That's why I'm like, I have no slots. I can't even Hunter's Mark. Fuck me.
Y'all tapped out mother truckers. So you guys.
Thanks for counterspelling that heal spell, you know, instead of the whispers.
Yeah, right.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. That guy really had it out for Farzu instead of me, and I was
Yeah.
the one that talked all the shit.
Yeah, I don't get that. Like, I said jack shit, and he goes after me.
You're small and look weak.
He left you alone, and I talked about his mother.
Right?
Yeah.
I shot him with magic and he didn't hit me.
I only did 21 damage to him, and that was it.
Wow.
He was afraid of your gnomish figure.
Probably. He was afraid to what was hiding.
He remembers that
in
you
his
tried to
pants.
flirt with Asmodeus.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it was.
Yeah.
He was jealous his daddy was getting
Oh.
flirted with.
Yeah.
Oh, Buster, he's mine.
Right. So you guys have the Draco room to go through.
Nope. No.
We're still going through that door.
I'm pretty sure at this point that thing has been back to full size.
How long has it been since we long rested?
A very long time. Like 3 episodes.
It's probably only like 7 hours though,
Yeah.
or 8 hours. Yeah.
All right, no, I guess let's press on then.
I mean, if it's been 8 hours, can we take another long rest?
No, because the long rest has to. You can only benefit from a long rest every 24 hours.
Okay.
So we need to make it 16.
Correct. Also, hold
Damn.
up. Let me actually do math.
So I'm at 1 HP.
Lucius is at 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, nobody's really all that great. Right
No,
now.
it's actually been. Sorry. With the amount of rooms you guys, it's actually been 10.
I was like, the amount of
Look,
rooms,
Yeah.
the
if
talking
you
of
guys
shit.
if you guys want to hang out here for 4 hours, I can heal every single person while y'all figure out what we're doing, and I can get all my spell slots back.
Well, and the Song of Rest will click in.
You still
well on a short
can't because
rest.
it hasn't been
24
the 12
hours.
hour. Yeah, you can't rest either. Long
Oh.
rest.
That's true. Yep.
He's closer than the rest of you, but
Yeah.
You might be closer.
I'm only
to-
a couple hours off. Right.
like 4, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna go through the other door in this room.
We have a tiny hut.
That is true.
I'm going to take a shot of healing potion
Okay.
because I have 2 of them. So might as
Yeah,
well
I mean, and that's the other thing. If people don't feel comfortable continuing because like people's hit points are super low and people are running out of hit dice, then like we could always just hang out in here for a few hours and then long rest.
Lucius is gonna use second wind.
I also don't feel too comfortable in this room because Devil Guy may come back. I mean, we threatened to kill his vessel, and he said he could bring him back. So
No, that's
rather,
totally fair. I'm sure the next room is a Hyatt Regency, so you should be fine.
I don't think that's it either. But we're fucked one way or the other. And I'm kind of channeling my Panic at the Disco and saying "Into the unknown."
All right. So you guys are gonna go through the other door.
I'm willing to if that's what everybody wants to do.
I'd like to. Can we just open and peek in it?
Yeah, check it first.
Yeah. If you guys were to peek in and look through, it is a very dusty and spiderwebby like storeroom.
it doesn't go anywhere.
No, there are 2 doors on the other side.
Oh,
Of this room?
Yeah. In the other room.
Detect magic?
There's nothing magical in the room.
Okay.
I mean,
Is there anything
Good.
interesting stored in here, or is it all just like
It was used.
desiccated?
It was used to store food at one point in time, but as Asmodeus' spell took hold of Trevarin and he didn't need sleep or food anymore, he basically just used this room to store the dead bodies of adventurers who ventured down here, and their skeletons are still in this room.
Cool.
Oh. Can we
Are there
search for
items still in
reports?
this room?
Their items.
I didn't detect anything magical.
There are no magical.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
not armor
that's
or
right.
weapons on them. They do not have gold or bags in this room.
Hmm.
Just bodies that have
Yes.
hit the floor.
Yes. If you want more, make an insight check.
Who?
Whoever asked about the items on them.
I did.
16.
You get the feeling that the items you have currently found in this dungeon might have at one point belonged to them and have been used to lure more people down here.
Interesting. So, do you want to chill in this room?
Oh, among the bodies, yes, that's better than the last room.
There was a devil pissed off at us in the last room, probably here shortly. So,
Well, these fellows are quiet at least.
Are the other doors locked?
yeah, I mean, or we could keep going. I mean, how far do we want to press our luck?
No
I don't,
whammies.
I don't
The
have a
door on the
lock.
right is unlocked. The door on the left is locked.
Did the
Can we
doors
tell-
look the same to each other, more or less?
Yes, they're both the same similar stone carved door that you guys have been dealing with.
Okay.
Can we tell if either of them have been used more so?
The one on the right.
Which is locked.
Which is unlocked. The one on the right is unlocked.
Unlocked.
The one on the left is locked.
Can I open it and look through?
It is a hallway that almost immediately turns to the right.
And what was the one on the left?
It is currently locked.
Can we try the key?
Yeah, I'll
Yes,
try the key.
the key will unlock the door. Using the key also disables the trap on the door. As you hear two different distinct clicks when you put the key in and turn it.
Lovely.
Good job, Dietrich. I mean, do we want to
Can
keep
I-
exploring unknown rooms, or do we want to try to head back to our newfound pet friend and maybe chill out there and rest?
Can I see what's in this other room, and can I also just check for any additional traps?
Yeah, make an investigation check for the traps.
That's a natural 1 for a 3, so passive 12.
This room with that appears to be empty outside of the far wall, which is decorated and painted, or was once decorated and painted with a mosaic that has now just over time washed away and faded into very dull colorization of what it once was.
Are there any other exits off of the mosaic room?
There is one door out of the mosaic room.
And it's this one?
No, it's to the east wall. So essentially going back towards where you guys came from.
Yeah, I was going to say to the east wall. I would probably surmise that would link back up with the Drake room or the Draco Sphinx room.
No, because you guys went north out of the Necro room.
Oh, we went north?
Yeah, it's north.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you guys came in that wall, and then the door was immediately to your right, so it was north from the Drake room.
Oh, sorry. So I think it would probably link back up with the room we were in right before the Draco Sphinx room. That had the doors on each wall. And we
Potentially?
picked one.
Potentially?
Would that make sense to Farzu since he's the only keen
I
mind
don't-
and be able to put the map together?
Farzi, you would know that you might have gone a little bit too far north to link back up with that room out of this room, but it would be more in line with maybe the room that you placed alarm in.
Okay. Might go into the alarm room. Do we want to go that way?
I mean, my thinking is we should get to a decently safe place and chill out until we can catch back up.
And that's what I suggested back in the room with back in Treveran's room, but like whatever people want to do is fine. Like it didn't seem like you guys were into the idea of doing that, so
Not in that room, no.
Not in that room, no.
okay, pick a room that you think is not dangerous at all, and let's go there.
Well, where's the Hyatt Regency that you were talking about earlier? I mean, I kind of want to just go back to where our newfound released Sphinx is and chill there. And we have somebody that can keep an eye out for us.
I mean, we always have someone who can keep an eye out for us, and we always have the tiny hut. I don't think it's an issue, personally. But
Well, if we're all in the tiny hut, though, no one's peeking out. That was my thinking.
You can see out, you can't see in.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
But have
Texas
we found
public
a
school
place
education. Don't mind me.
big enough for it?
Is the room what?
Like, is there a big enough room that we could put up the hut?
Yeah.
It's only 10-foot radius for the hut.
Yeah, it's tiny. As the spell says.
Think Harry Potter when they make the little tent.
So it's a TARDIS, it's bigger on the inside.
That's what the tent was in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
It was giant on the inside. So, I mean, that's my thinking is we go either to the alarm room or go. I don't know how far we are from the flying crocodile guy, but I didn't think we were that far from his room either, but maybe we
Like, we
are.
could take a short rest, right?
if people want to take a short rest, we can take a short rest.
I mean, if yeah, I mean,
But I think the issue is like the spellcasters are like running out of spell slots or are out of them already. So a short rest won't help most of them.
right.
Oh, I still have quite a few spells. I'm pretty good still.
I can
Yeah, low level
recharge
stuff.
a little bit during a short rest.
I don't consider myself to be primarily a spellcaster, so it's fine that I don't have any spell slots because I got arrows and a dragon.
I mean, a short rest would be fine with me if that's what people want to do.
How long do we have to wait before we can do a short rest?
You can do as many as you want.
Oh, I thought we had to wait
Nope.
for that too.
You can do as
No?
many as
Okay.
you want.
Oh, it was we had to
I mean,
wait
you have
for
a limited.
Imris to
You have
get
a
the benefit from the short rest like a long rest.
No, I
No?
can't do that for a
Oh.
couple hours. It's gonna be like 4 more
Yeah.
hours, right?
You
Yeah.
Emrys
Yeah, it
takes
was your thing that
a
we couldn't benefit
4-hour
from,
chunk.
not the other thing.
you
Okay.
you can short rest as much as you want, but you only have a limited number of hit dice per day.
Right.
Is the thing.
Coffee lock.
Yeah, I mean, a short rest would at least get people hit points, which is more important than spell slots. But
Agreed.
we do need to start thinking about where to try to get a long rest in somewhere so we can
At the
replenish
top
that
of
too.
those stairs. On the outside.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's where we took the first long rest.
Yeah. I think as long as we're not like in the process of being attacked, I think we can take a long rest just about anywhere we want. Because we have the tiny hut, we always have a lookout, we have alarm.
Well, the tiny hut lasts how long?
It lasts a long rest.
Oh, okay.
The problem with a long rest is we can't do a long rest right now.
Right, we gotta chill so
the
much
question
time.
is, do we want to chill somewhere to be able to take a long rest? Do we want to chill somewhere and take a short rest? The fuck do we want to do?
I vote for a short rest now and press on a little bit further with the rest of our day before we, explore a little more before our long rest, since we do still have time.
That's fair. I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's a fair statement, and I agree with fair.
Okay. You guys can absolutely take a short rest in the mosaic room without any problem. Y'all can roll your hit dice, and everybody gets an extra d6 if they do, right?
Correct. You have to at least roll one hit dice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my second win before we start the short rest, so I get it back.
Yep. Same.
Mm-hmm.
D6s, D6s.
Okay. Lucius is above half.
I get it doubled.
But not the d6.
Yeah.
All right, that's my last hit die.
I will use my arcane recovery to get 2 second level spell slots back.
Cool.
And I'm not down any hit points, so I'm good there.
I actually have a surprisingly high level number of spell slots left.
As soon as we're done with the short rest, I'm gonna second wind again.
Okay.
All right, that's better.
And then plus another D6 for that. I'm up 41. Or, no, sorry, I'm up 40. Which will bring me back to 50.
Okay.
And I still have hit dice to use.
Cool.
Good.
Okie dokie. After the long rest, how would you all like to proceed? Or short rest, how would you all like to proceed?
So From the room with the bodies,
Yeah.
there were two doors pointing north.
Yes.
And the one on the right was a hallway
Yes. And the one
that
you
went around to
unlocked
the right.
and the one you unlocked and short rested in has a door to the east.
To the east. So both of them are sort of pointing to our right,
Mm-hmm.
but in different ways.
Yes.
Okay.
Are we wanting to head back towards that door with the crystals? See if we can open it now.
I mean, we'll get there. I don't.
I'm not in a
I
hurry to get there before getting through all the other stuff.
Yeah. I
Although
would just
I would
just explore what's here while we're here.
I would prefer not to run into the fourth Sphinx wherever that son of a bitch is.
He may
Well,
have treasure.
I'm aware.
there's still a whole other door off the main
Okay.
off that main room with the first Sphinx, which I'm almost certain is where the fourth Sphinx is. I don't think there's going to be another Sphinx here. We might run into like mimics or a treasure golem or something, but unlikely that there's another Sphinx, I think.
Okay.
So, left or right? I guess left was locked, so maybe left, because locked doors are always more interesting.
Well, the locked door was the mosaic room.
Right. And that, so the mosaic room just had another door
In it, yeah.
off to the east.
Mm-hmm.
Is it locked?
No.
Check it for traps.
It is not trapped.
Let's go.
Okay. If when you guys open the door, it is a very, very brief, about 15-foot hallway before there is another door, which I'll give away with 21 investigation, is also not trapped.
Let Dietrich catch up with this map.
And when you all open the door, you are back in the room where Fair set the alarm spell.
Does it go off?
I don't believe so, because I believe they.
think it's expired.
No, it's 8 hours, I think,
Oh.
right?
Mhm.
But you
Yeah, it
can
lasts a
set.
while.
You can also set people not to detect it off. Set it
Mhm.
off.
Yeah, someone who's not us,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay. We gotta ask because it's a loud
Remind
spell.
me what room did we set the alarm spell in?
This one.
Let me scroll back up through the Lion King conversation from today to find the map from last week.
The wall of memes. Here we go.
Well, you did move fast enough.
Okay, 26 was the Draco Sphinx. I believe it was 23. Yeah, 23.
Okay, so that western door in
Yes.
23 links up with where we are now.
Yes.
All right,
Perfect.
cool.
So you guys are just a brief couple rooms away from Probably like 30 minutes away, because you know the way back to the Krakow Sphinx room at this point, because you are in familiar territory.
But there's still 3 rooms off of the Draco Sphinx's room that we haven't explored off of yet.
Yes.
So there's a couple other branches we could explore first if we want.
I guess let's go back to the room with the bodies and see what that other door goes to.
Works for me.
Okay. It is a semi-winding hallway that connects up to the western door of the room before the Krakow Sphinx.
So that just goes back to 25.
Correct.
Okay.
Looking in the Krakow Sphinx's room, what is it up to?
You mean the Draco Sphinx?
Or the Draco Sphinx, yeah, sorry.
It is still sleeping.
It's
the
much bigger now.
Best of your perception as it is getting bigger.
I cast Fireball at it.
Still not there yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we want to check out one of...
That's a dex what?
What?
Yeah, it has disadvantage because it's sleeping. What's the dex save on it?
I don't have Fireball.
Oh.
I was gonna say, can we not?
Yeah, I don't have Fireball.
Can
I
we-
can't.
Can we
Unless
not
Ryrai's just like, here, take a free level third level spell.
have a
Can we-
not
is-
moment with the baby Lanticore?
Can we try to sneak past it and get to one of the other doors in this room?
Of course you may attempt to do so.
Does anyone with spell slots have Pass Without Trace?
No, I have Stealth.
Boom, casted.
Sweet. So
I have it. Let's go.
everyone's got plus 10
And advantage.
and advantage?
No. Just plus 10.
Just
No, it's
plus
plus 10. You're right. My bad. My bad.
So that is a
Should I read?
25 for Lucius on even with disadvantage.
That is a
Stealth roll?
dirty. That is a dirty 30 for Dietrich.
Okay.
28 for me.
That is 3 successes.
Sorry, what are we rolling?
Stealth.
Stealth? And it's
32.
30 for Nymeria. And I rolled a natural 20, so 30 something for Albert.
Okay.
And with the plus 10, a 32 for Fair.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
say the majority of you guys made it.
And here comes Farzu. I rolled a 1.
Well,
No.
I because it's stone, I have advantage.
Yes.
So,
No, that's
And
against
I have-
sight. That's not against sound.
well, stealth.
Yeah.
This is just. Oh, right. Yeah. I guess I don't have advantage on that, do I?
No, but you do have plus 10. Cool.
That's horrible.
So which of the 3 doors in that Sphinx's room would you like to go into?
I only got a 17, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I mean, literally 95% of you guys succeeded. That'd be a dick move on the 17.
But it'd be entertaining.
It's true. So which of the 3
Oh,
doors?
so I guess. Yeah. So there's south to the. They're sort of southwest, southeast, or east.
Let's go examine the 2 south doors. See if either of them are locked or unlocked.
Okay. The left of the 2 doors is unlocked. The right is locked.
Our left, as we're looking at them.
No, as if you're looking from the top down on the bottom of the map.
Okay, so the southwest door
is unlocked. Southeast is locked.
Okay.
Are we in an octagon room?
No.
No.
Doing it for reasons.
Ah. Wait, no, never mind. I figured it.
Can I check the southeast was locked? Can I check that door for traps
Make an investigation check.
and try to unlock it if I don't find traps? Passive 12.
Okay. It does not appear to be trapped in the slightest.
All right. I'll try the key.
Yeah, the key will unlock it. In it, you are in a, and it's gonna be really hard to put in ASIC. I don't care. A rounder room. Immediately to your, as you walk into the room. So western wall, there is a door that you guess probably leads into the other room that is attached to this one. And then to your left, there is a north door. In like the other corner of the opposite corner from where you are, if a round room could have corners. And then there is an eastern door.
So we're coming from the north.
Yes.
So is it like a north door?
So when you walk into the room, it's kind of like on the other end of this about 20 by 20 room.
Okay, so it's like it goes back this like the same compass direction we came, but the door is at a like toward like the side of the room or something.
Yeah.
And it just goes north the other way.
Yeah.
Cool.
I can actually screenshot it to give you guys a little bit of a better idea of what it looks like. It's gonna be really small, but it works. So like that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then the right side door is the one that presumably connects to the southeast door that we didn't unlock.
Correct.
It would be the left side door that connects to the southwest door.
Okay, correct. Okay, sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, it's confusing.
Yeah. Positional placement and everything.
Well, check out the rooms. Anything interesting in here other than the doors?
Does not appear to be. So give me 1 second. What the hell is that? Weird. Okay. What room did? Yeah, and there's nothing. It's just like a foyer going into like other spaces. It looks like.
Can we try the west, the one that we think connects back to the other southwest door off the Draco Sphinx room, just to
Yep.
verify that it does?
Yeah, you can absolutely open up that door, and it absolutely does.
Anything else
You can see
in
the door in a
that room?
similar position. Perception or investigation.
I'll do perception.
Cool.
Natural 20 for a 25.
There are pressure plates in that room by the unlocked door that activate some type of trap mechanism.
I'll just point them out to everyone. Make sure we don't step on them.
But now, what if we want to step on them?
Your
You
funeral.
go last. You're the last one to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go first and be safe then. I
No,
don't trust them.
so to protect, the pressure plates are by the unlocked door that was in the Draco Sphinx room. They're not by this door.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So you guys don't even have to go near them if you don't want to.
Yep. Any other doors off this room?
No.
All right, it's just like a little connector hallway thingy.
It's a pretty like wide room. Like it might have had some purpose at some point if this was used for anything before it was converted into this essentially trap for to protect Ravarin from prying eyes. Might have had some purpose, but not now.
Okay. So back the way we came. So we're in the foyer area, and there's still a
Two
sort of
more
a
doors.
northeast, and an east.
Yes.
Are either of them locked?
Both of them are in fact locked.
Man, if we only had a key.
Check them for traps and use the key.
Make an investigation check.
Passive 12.
Okay. They do not appear to be trapped.
Use the key on them and just see what we can see on the other side.
The northern. So let's start at the northeast door.
Mhm.
It is a round room that is not like the other ones and is not the same stone as the other ones. This is carved stone block that have built this cylinder out that goes up about 100 feet. Into essentially what is pitch black up top that you can't, because you can't see that. And there is a door around the wall to from where you're standing. The west wall does have a door on it, so you imagine this is the other door in the Draco Sphinx room.
Yeah, that was the eastern door off the Draco Sphinx room.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said the stone in this room is carved,
Yeah, it is
like
it is
with
like
designs, or
no, it is just carved out into these stone, basically bricks, to build up this circular room, rather than just carved out of the stone that had existed here.
Okay. Send my spell book or my spell deck up towards into the darkness
Okay.
to see.
And how far can your spellbook go?
It's like 30 feet per round, and I think it can go pretty far away from me.
Okay.
Up to 300 feet away from me.
Okay, so it can go all the way up to this about 200-foot tall tunnel. It narrows and gets narrower and narrower until it's about 5 feet, and then gets to about 2.5 feet and kind of curves up. And it is in the forest, so this is a like air shaft for air to get down here in this back corner.
Okay, cool. What does the opening to the forest look like? Is there like any? Well, I guess it's overgrown. Probably. Is there any like structure over it, or is it just there?
It is overgrown.
Okay. Cool. I'll recall the spellbook and just let everyone know that
Okay.
I don't think there's treasure up there.
Treasure golem.
Didn't see one of those either.
Just kind of just a tall room
Yeah, a
that
tunnel,
seems
like
to
a
be for
wind.
the purpose of like venting air from the surface.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, should we move on?
Oh, yeah, I'd say so.
People want to poke around this room some more.
Doesn't
What's
look like
off the
there's.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if it doesn't look like there's anything like written or carved in the stone. It's just hewn stone. That's. We can move on. Sorry.
So the east door off of that foyer, which is the last door off that foyer.
Yes, let me mark off that room. Who's going in first?
Someone who can check for traps better than I can, probably. But
Yeah. I'll
Send in the
check the
gnome.
door and then open the door and check from the doorway without going through.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Use my passive of 22.
Okay. In the center of the room, which is about 10 feet wide and about 20 feet long, there is just a single magically floating lantern in it.
What sort of lantern? Like candle, a gas lantern?
A candle lantern.
Okay. How big is it?
Just a regular, like, handheld size lantern.
Okay. How high up off the ground is it?
Close to eye height. Doesn't seem to be anything that would activate anything with it around it.
Okay. Detect magic?
It is magical in nature.
Is there anything else in this room that's a source of magic?
No.
any writing or on any surfaces?
No.
Can I tell what spell school ensorcels the mysterious lantern?
I will say enchantment.
Okay. Go inside and start to approach the lantern, but slowly.
Okay. The lantern does not move. It does not magically just unlight itself or anything. It is just stays floating there in that room.
Are there any other doors or exits off of this room?
There is a door on the other side of this room.
If I walk over toward that door, does anything happen?
Nope.
Can I check the other door, see if it's locked?
The other door is unlocked.
What happens if I reach for the lantern?
Do you physically try to remove it from where it is floating when you touch it? Or do you just reach out to touch
reach
it?
out to like just to touch it at first.
Nothing happens when you just reach out to touch it.
Okay. What happens if I like push it a little bit in the air?
It will, if you just push it, it will just kind of float back to where it was.
Okay.
If you don't push it too hard.
Do I have any idea what purpose this might serve?
Make an insight check.
Can't just be because it looks cool.
Can other people make inside checks?
Yes, absolutely.
It's a nat 20 for a 23.
Never mind, I won't try.
I'll see what Dietrich is.
Passive 15.
Okay. So on the 23, something that is a light in a darker part of the dungeon, maybe a wayward trap for an inexperienced adventurer who's just like, ooh, free lantern, maybe.
Okay.
That is the general vibe you're getting, because it does with gentle moving just comes back into place.
Okay.
Like it would take some force to physically remove it from where it is hanging there in the air.
All right.
No,
I
you
don't
think
think we need
something,
to.
or they think something bad might happen if we were to remove it.
It seems that way, since it does go back to its natural position.
I think it wants to stay here, and we'll be fine if we just leave it alone.
Fine by me.
Okay.
Besides, enough of us have dark vision. It's not like we terribly need it anyway.
I disagree with that.
You've got a couple of lanterns on that fancy robe of yours.
You don't want this one, trust me.
Well, I was just disagreeing that we have dark vision, so we don't need it. And I do not. Wait, does it have lanterns? It has a lantern. Oh no, I guess it has two. Never mind.
If worse comes to worse, Dunce, you can have all of my torches.
Shove them up your ass.
Hell, shall we move on to the next room? Leave the lantern be.
Sure. Through that next door. Check for traps.
The unlocked door?
The only door.
The only door in
that
the
we-
lantern. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's a 16 investigation to check for traps.
Looks like a completely normal door.
Cool. Let's open it.
Based off of the two passages on the south wall of this hallway, about 30 feet in front of you, this looks like the other end of the hallway you discovered in the bottom door of 16.
Oh, so 16 was the room with the fountain where we had to throw a copper in?
Yes.
Oh wow, all the
So
way back there.
This goes back there?
Correct.
Cool.
So is that all that this hallway does is just link back up to 16? Or are there other branches?
There are two branches off of the hallway on the south wall here, closer to the fountain side. Okay.
Well, do we want to confirm that the door at the end links back to the fountain room just so we know for certain that we won't have to sneak by the Draco Sphinx again? And then we can check out the other two doors.
Agreed.
I mean, sounds good to me. I'm letting you and Dietrich lead since y'all have got the map
And the
and the
ability to check for traps and the key
right.
and
I'd rather not turn myself into a trap checker by experimentation rather than
Body
using-
checking it.
Yeah. rather use somebody's high perception scores rather than my body to check for traps.
Well, my perception is really good. My investigation is not.
Neither
like
of
I'm
them are good for me. I'm literally would be just
Yeah.
nope, that's a trap.
Like I'm proficient in investigation, but my intelligence sucks, so it adds up to a +2. Like I'm probably not the best person to do that, but
I have investigation for days. My passive is 22.
Yeah.
I have great perception, okay, investigation with +1, so I'm not gonna volunteer as tribute.
Not proficient in investigation, half proficiency, +2, and a +3 perception. I'm just following.
Sure.
I'm
So
holding onto your tail as you lead.
I don't have a tail.
I do.
The tiefling does.
Okay.
Now
Just
I
in
have an
case we
urge
run
to
into
hold
something
up
where
on the
there's dark
tail.
vision.
So at the other, I'll make my way carefully, like all the way down this hallway. Does it indeed connect back to the fountain room, or is there a door at the end?
Give me a second.
This would be a lot easier, right? If you just put on the map where the treasure rooms were, and we could just go straight to there.
no shit.
Funny.
It would just save. It would save us a whole bunch of time.
Funny, not funny, haha. Funny, weird. Make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
What?
Also, who else was in the hallway?
I was.
Okay. Are you the only two in the hallway?
How long is your tail?
I mean, I like when fair starts, like, because it's pretty.
I imagine
It's like
Lucius is up
30
there
feet
too.
into the hallway when it connects back up to the fountain room. Like, I imagine I'm pretty far in.
Okay.
All right, well then I'm in. I'm not letting go of that
I
tail just in case.
definitely think Lucius is in. I'm actually gonna see if I have a better map for this. Give me a second, guys.
I spent it in one of my points and still rolled badly on my dex save.
Is it just fair who has to make a dex save, or do we all?
Yes, just her. Or just them, sorry.
Them.
Yep. Caught myself.
I've been reprimanding them outside of D&D.
I haven't been that bad outside of D&D, I don't think.
I actually think before I speak, so.
I wish I could do
What?
that, but I have ADD.
So do I, but I got beat up
Ooh,
as a
shiny
child
squirrel.
a lot from my mom for not
There's a
thinking
shiny
before
squirrel,
speaking.
right?
Shit, squirrel.
He's looking for
Okay,
a
what
map
was
to
the dex
distract
save?
him.
Bad. It was 11.
Okay. This is the part where I now need everybody to make perception checks, as you all hear a weird sound about 10 feet in front of you, Fair, and about 10 feet behind the rest of the party.
24
25.
perception.
I got a 20.
Okay. If anybody
I'm
I
gonna roll
rolls...
with-
I can hear this, right?
Correct.
19.
Okay. If anybody rolls below a 15, tell me. That is a 22 for Lucius.
Do you need me to roll perception as well?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Everyone rolls perception?
Everybody rolls
Yes.
perception.
I'll go with my passive of 18.
Cool.
Oh, that's right. Rook had the passive of like 95 for perception.
Yeah.
I got a 6.
I
I don't see shit.
Well, it was a hearing
Wow, that's
thing
not
too,
great.
so.
Alright, give me one.
You're pretty sure we're still underground.
Well, you got a
Well,
6?
then
You got a 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Farzu
don't.
know. Farzu's like, oh look, a squirrel.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna need everybody to imagine with me.
Ooh,
on this, 'cause
shiny things.
I don't have a better map for this, unfortunately.
Oh, I can't use imagination.
Yeah, the hallway does not have a jig in it. The hallway just goes straight. You hear a weird like sound, but don't see anything at first until you realize it is the outline of an almost clear gelatinous object. One behind you, one in front of you.
And Farzu, you still just see the squirrel.
Inside the cube.
Inside the cube, you see a squirrel.
It's more like I'm watching Dietrich's tail going back and forth.
You're getting very sleepy.
You're chasing that tail of Dietrich, huh?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, you don't have to chase Farzu.
Don't tempt him with a good time.
Okay, so the hallway does not have a jig in it. The hallway just goes straight. So it's based off the original map before I edited it.
So there's no to the right either then? There's no...
There's no to the right either, yeah.
Okay.
But we're going to use this because the hallway should be actually about that long. So, yeah, you guys can just see everything because it is a straight hallway. Because the cube is basically right at the first turn to your guy's right.
Hallway is as straight as I am.
Hey, so I need everybody to roll initiative.
I don't do well with that either.
Get my other board out.
Oh, I did
Look,
bad. Don't
16.
worry, Farsu.
I think we all did bad.
I don't think you could get lower
I
than
swear
me.
to
7.
I'm gonna say, I swear to God, if the cube with the -4 dex goes first. Okay, does anybody have over 20?
25.
Nat 20?
Nat 19.
Anybody else? Okay. 20 to 15.
17. Seriously?
15 to 10?
11.
14.
Okay. Dunce?
I got a 5.
And then a 7 for Emrys?
Yep.
Cool. At least 3 of you are going before the cube. So Dietrich, Farzu, and then Fair, and then the cubes go.
And I think I would have already had my sword out.
Yeah, as soon as you heard this,
Lit up.
I would give everybody a bonus action.
Yeah,
I
Because they
also
can make
was
noise.
a lot closer to Dietrich.
Oh, okay, yeah.
just before.
Yeah, and I would have had the sword lit up to like help Dunce see.
Yeah.
Just in
I
case.
guess.
Okay. So the length of the thing is right without the curve in it. So it's a straight shot. You can see everything. I'm just moving
Yeah.
to
Gotcha.
move people through the jig to get the right distance between the 2 cubes.
Mhm.
Cool. So
Not only
Dietrich,
the bard did jigs.
Dietrich is up first. Farzu's on deck. Fair is in the hole.
All right. How far am I from the cube that's closest to me?
You're about 25 feet between each of them. You're about damn near in the middle.
Wait, aren't I? Wait, which person am I? Oh,
second.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought yeah, okay. And that's Fair up
Yeah.
there. I thought Fair had been sucked in or something.
No.
All right.
That wouldn't be very fair.
I will. I'll take 25 feet and move to the one closer to Fair.
Okay.
Get into melee. I will booming blade it.
Okay. I'm just gonna give away the AC so we don't do a lot of numbers. Its AC is 6.
Okay, yeah, I hit.
Yeah.
Not a crit.
Yeah. Just tell me if you crit or not. That's pretty much. I'm assuming most of you are going to hit.
If I get a turn.
All right, that's 32 total, but let me break down the types.
Nope, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Yep.
Piercing fire, thunder.
Yep.
All good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 32 total.
Yep.
I'm gonna back up my remaining 5 feet of movement, and I'm gonna bonus action dash and get back sort of closer to the center of the room.
Cool. I mean, 30 feet would get
Is
you
that-
past Dunce, so you only need 20 feet to get back to him.
Yeah, like back where I was is fine. I just
Perfect.
have a feeling that being close to these things and getting sucked up by them might not be great.
Yep. All right. Farzu and then Fair.
What type of creatures are the Dranatless cubes?
They are oozes.
Oozes?
Yes. I will also say a very disgusting amount of greenish liquid has poured onto the floor where you stabbed it.
You
From
should
its
turn
inside.
Nibbles into a turtle, and then maybe it would become a ninja.
Nibbles is dead.
Nibbles is dead
Yeah.
Again.
again.
I
He
still
hasn't
don't
been
have anything
reborn
to
yet.
do it.
He hasn't been reincarnated from his hawk days.
Can I get more close the middle?
Yes.
Because yeah, I don't want to be that close to
Yeah.
that thing. So I'm going to at second level. I'm gonna do a witch bolt to the one that's Dietrich did not attack.
Okay. What? There's no save. It's an attack roll, right?
Yeah, it's attack roll.
Okay.
I got a +7 to it, so it automatically hits because you said it was 6, and it's not a crit. So that would be 2d12s. 2d12s for a total of 12 lightning damage.
All right. Great. Anything else?
No, I think that's it. I can do.
Cool. Oh, I'll totally sorry. I completely missed an opportunity attack because of its pseudopod reach, but that was my bad.
Yeah.
So I will say it missed, so you guys know it has some type of ranged attack.
Who is that on?
Farzu,
Me.
technically.
Oh, the opportunity attack?
Yeah. Fair, and then after the cubes, Nymeria. You're muted.
I will cast a cloud of daggers in like the front of this one that's in
Okay.
front of me.
Okay.
So if it moves forward, it'll keep moving through the cloud of daggers.
Okay.
And I will cast that at 3rd level.
Okay.
And then I will. You said it's just 25 feet between the 2 cubes.
No, it's about 50 feet between the 2 cubes. The middle
Oh,
is
okay.
20. Dietrich was
It's
25
25
feet from either of them, yeah.
Okay. I will leave my spellbook where it is, but I will back off to join like Dietrich and the others in the very middle of the hallway.
Okay. And you leave your spellbook there?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. There's no save
That's
on
it.
Cloud of Daggers, is there?
Nope.
Alright, roll the damage. Sorry, this turn.
I get booming blade damage also if it's gonna move.
It is gonna move. Also, it did miss its pseudopod attack on you as an opportunity.
It takes 11 thunder damage.
Oh,
And 15 pointy damage.
for 26. Alright, it is going to take its 10, 15 feet. I need your book to wait. Your book doesn't occupy space, does it?
Nope.
Okay, so it is engulfed, but it is not engulfed.
It doesn't care.
Schrodinger's spellbook.
Schrodinger's spellbook. However, the other one does care, as it is going to move 10 and 5 feet.
It fell over. It died.
It did not die. I need Emrys to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Have you seen the gelatinous cube minis that are hollow and like the top is a lid, so like you can take the lid off
Put
and
your
put
other
somebody in it?
18.
Yes, those are amazing.
Okay.
I have
It's so cool.
So you take the 10 acid damage, but you are pushed forward and out of the gelatinous cube.
have a friend who made a gelatinous cube keychain.
And that's a nat 1 on its pseudopod attack on Nymeria, so that is the end of its turn. And the other one doesn't have anybody in 10-foot range for its attack. So Nymeria and then Emrys.
I'm gonna take my first shot at it.
Okay. I assume the one that tried to attack you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 14 piercing.
Okay.
Does it seem to take?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second shot. Still a 14, so.
Yep.
10 more piercing.
Cool.
Then I am going to action surge. And do them
Okay.
again.
Okay. Yeah, by the way, guys, it's the colored oozes that have the damage resistances and immunities.
Another 11.
Okay.
I don't see colors like that.
Oh, Jesus.
And another 14.
Holy shit.
And then another action surge.
I wish.
Yeah, you can only use one on your turn, even when you get two.
I don't get 2. I only get 1.
Yeah. I don't think fighters
I
get two
see
until
colors.
16.
I see colors of oozes, but
Is
I try
Albert
to remain aware of my unconscious biases.
Albert going to attack, and are you going to both move?
He is not going to attack, and
Okay.
we're both going to move backwards.
Okay. They're stupid, so they're going to attack the closest thing to them. 15 hit? I don't think so. On Nymeria.
Oh, no.
Okay. Emerus, and then Dunce, and then Lucius.
Oh wow, Lucius is after me.
Yeah, I rolled a nat 2 for a 2.
My nat 1 is still better than his 2.
All right, Emerus, what you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna cantrip it with frostbite.
Okay, what save is that?
Con 17.
Con 17.
Yep.
That is a 5 plus 5 for a 10.
You're frostbiting the ooze, it's going to turn into flubber.
It's 6 damage.
Okay,
Then my doggo's going to attack.
cool.
And I'm backing away.
Yeah, full movement, or just like in the middle.
No, I
of
want
the
to be
two?
able to see it.
What? Okay, the jinx in the hallway doesn't exist. It's a straight
Oh yeah,
hallway.
right
It's
in the
just,
middle.
yeah.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
Doggo attack.
Cool.
It's a 19, so I don't know why I'm rolling. His fucking shit sucks.
I think if he rolls a 2 or higher, he hits.
He has +6, so yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just crit chance.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah. Or a nat 1 chance too.
So it's 15 plus 3 for 18 because I get the +6 from the spell.
Okay, 18 points of damage.
Yep. Then my doggo's gonna take the rest of his move away from him.
Your doggo's bite completely breaks the membrane of this gelatinous ooze as it dies. Oh my god, it is hollow.
Yeah, you put the one over the spell book up there, didn't you?
Yeah, but that's because it's the same mini and they don't have collision with each other. I didn't know it was hollow. It just happened to catch.
Oh, the Hero Forge minis don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
They
I have to put it
interact
correctly.
the same way.
But yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Dunce and then Lucius.
I will vicious mockery the gelatinous cube up there.
Okay, what are you gonna say to vicious mockery him?
Quit being so square.
Ouch. What's the save on that?
15 whiz.
Okay. That is a 15 minus 2 for a 13. Why did I think vicious mockery was charisma?
6 damage.
Okay.
It's charisma to tell a joke, but wisdom to get it.
Yes.
Boo. Okay. So any movement, or are you just gonna stay where you are?
And I'll just stay there cowering behind the tiefling.
Okay. So he'll run. Lucius will run in 2 slices. First one is a 4 for a 10, and the second one is a 19 for a. Wait, no, plus 9. 13, and then a 19 for a 28. So that is 9 points of damage on the first hit and 12 points of damage on the second hit for a total of 21. God, you guys hit both of you guys hit their HP total exactly both times, as the second slice will to separate the form of the gelatinous cube.
Guess he wasn't hip to be square.
Well, that was disgusting. I think I liked it.
Did they have anything in them?
No, they were.
Yeah, one had a spell book in it.
Yeah, one has the spell book in it.
One has 4 of my arrows in it. I go back and take.
Okay. As you guys finish going down the hallway now that the oozes are dead, carefully not trying to get ooze on your shoes. The it does connect back up to the fountain room.
Can we check out these two southern doors off the hallway?
They are both, as you go down into them, they are both long extended hallways. The closer to the fountain room of them, so let's call that one the southeast one, goes about 20 feet in before it will go west. The other one, the southwest one, goes about 5 feet, 10 feet south before it goes immediately west. And you do not see, it dips back south at some points, and you do not see any doors or anything on the back one. The southeast one, the first one, there are 2 doors down that hallway.
Okay, hang on. So the southwest one goes west,
Probably
like immediately.
Oh yeah, probably close to, probably almost all the way to like the Draco room in terms of length down this thing.
And the southeast one just goes a little bit further and then also west.
Yes. And that one you can see 2 doors on, one about halfway down and one all the way down, and they're both on the southern wall.
Right. So that one so the hallway veers to the west, but we can kind of see doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just imagining you guys went down to see where they turned. In my head, when you said check them out, that's kind of what it sounds like. Like go down them and see where they go and what you can see down them. But not go all the way down. Yeah.
So can we go in the southwest one, right? The one that immediately went west and looked like a very long hallway back to the Draco room, or in the direction of the Draco room?
Yes.
Any other doors off that hallway?
Make an investigation check for me, please.
Passive 12.
Okay. Is anybody else going to go with Dietrich?
Yep, holding his tail.
Okay.
Sure, I'll go to keep an eye out for traps or secret doors or anything.
Cool.
I'll follow.
What doom have I been led into?
With a passive of 22, and with Dunce holding Dietrich's tail, you guys are able to stop him from falling in to a pit as part of the hallway, about a 5 foot long section of it is a image and does not actually have a floor there.
Dude, stop.
Good looking out.
You don't have to be such a fearless leader.
I don't think I'm any kind of leader.
How much of the hallway is like taken up by the illusion?
Oh, it's the width of the hallway for about a 5 foot square, so you'd have to jump over it.
Okay.
Yeah, we can. I'm sure we can jump over it pretty easily. But
You would also notice that 5 feet beyond the illusion, there's a 5 foot space of actual floor, and then there's an additional 5 foot image of the floor before it continues to be regular floor again.
what does the ceiling look like in this room?
The same stone carved ceiling that have been in most of the rooms.
Okay. Give me a moment. Um, I'll just. It'll be easier for me to just check this out on my own, and I'll just fly. Like I'll hover 5 feet above the ground and just go down to the end of the hallway.
So there is a door about 20 feet past the second illusory floor on the south wall.
Going. Okay.
And then beyond that, at the end of the hall, about another 20 feet, there is a door at the end of it.
So after the illusory floors, there are two doors.
Correct. One on the south wall, one at the literal end of the hallway.
Can I jump to the 5 foot section of floor between the two illusory floors
Oh,
and check the walls there to see if there are any secret doors?
Make an athletics or acrobatics check, please.
Okay.
Acrobatics.
Athletics.
Affleck.
Acrobatics 17.
Easy enough to jump, do a little wall run over the 5 feet, and do it again to get by them. There do not appear to be any secret doors in this hallway.
Okay. Well, do we all want to jump across the rest of the way then and check out those other two doors?
I don't think I could jump that far.
We can toss you.
We have the ropes too.
Sure, if you want to do that.
I was gonna say Lucius can easily toss the dwarf.
That's what I was
Dwarf?
going for.
Gnome.
I'm insulted.
Yeah, if you guys would like to do that, it won't be hard for you except for Farzu. Which door would you like to check out?
So it's south or west.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, um, west, maybe.
Okay.
Check for traps.
The door is locked, but does not appear to be trapped with your passive of 22.
Okay.
Try the key.
It will unlock. The rest of you guys down there now? Would be down there by
Yes.
now, as this is going on.
Oh, looking through the door, opening up the door. What do we see through it?
Yeah. Okay. As you guys enter the room, it is damp like all of the rooms down at this end of the dungeon were. So you imagine you maybe through the stone wall, 20 feet on the other side of it is where you fought Trevarin like 2 hours ago at this point. And dripping water can be heard looking in this room, although you can't see it outside of the dampness of the walls. And on the far wall of this room, there is another mural and mosaic. This one a little bit more well preserved.
I will pick my way carefully across the room to go investigate the mosaic.
Okay.
In my way.
Make a investigation check.
Passive 22.
Okay. 1 second. My Google Doc closed and I had to refresh it. It's an absolutely beautiful mural in mosaic. It's very, very intricately detailed for something that, and the detail still comes through for something like 1,300 years old, maybe at this point. Do you actually like physically like touch it to investigate it?
I'm not gonna touch it. Gonna just sort of take a look at it first.
What kind of check would it be to realize that this mural is on this like the opposite face of the same wall as the other mosaic
Oh no, it's
that
on the
we saw?
same wall as the other mosaic.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like it's like the same wall, like
Just like a
above game. Yeah,
general
like above
intelligence
game. I
check.
think you could
Yeah.
above game. I think you could just walk through it, but
Like just a
general
general
intelligence.
intelligence. Yeah.
General intelligence would be a 10 for Dietrich.
Uh, Judging by where you guys are in the dungeon, it might be on the same wall.
Does it look like that previous mosaic?
This one is different. It's obviously more vivid and more well kept, even though this room is just as damp, and you would think that similar wear and tear would have occurred, but it didn't.
I think I would just kind of like, like this is. I think this is like right on the other side of where we saw that other mosaic, but this one looks different.
I would probably be able to confirm that, wouldn't I?
Yeah, with a nature check
With keen mind.
or with keen mind. Yeah, with
Yeah.
keen mind. Yeah, you could confirm it. Actually, sorry.
And what does the mosaic actually look like? Like, what's the image or whatever?
It is like a cityscape on the water.
Okay. Is there any writing?
No, there's no writing on it.
Okay. Does the architecture look at all familiar?
Some of the brick and stonework would look a little bit familiar. With your passive intelligence, I think you have a +4 and a night for a 19. This may be what was here. Like this may be like the city that was on top of this before everything happened.
Cool.
The architecture up above, like the actual cityscape of it, is foreign, but it is familiar at the same time. Like you could not recognize the city if you tried. It is long forgotten.
Could Lucius recognize the city?
On a 17, no, he would not. Must have been after his time. More to the time of Odoron, perhaps. Based off of that.
Well, if we want somewhere to chill till we take a long rest.
I mean, you guys have like an hour left until you can start it at this point.
Why don't we just chill here and then long rest here?
And I'll make drawing of the mural.
Okay.
With the hour we have left.
All right.
Would I have read of any books that might have a picture like that?
Make a history check for me. Also, performance or sleight of hand, your choice on the drawing. On replicating the mural.
Do you want me to do this?
I'll give it a shot and ask for criticism.
24.
Oh, natural 20, so 23.
Yeah, you're able to do it's not in color like it is, but you're able to replicate the sketch pretty effectively. What was that on the history check?
24.
Okay. The architecture, after you sit there and look at it for a minute, is not as foreign to you. You might have seen it in a history, some similar style buildings in a history book once about Odoron. But other than a few building shapes and column designs are familiar to you in the painting, not necessarily the overall city itself.
Okay.
Also a reminder, you guys still have the gyroscope thing too.
Hey, if we pulled that out, we'd start gyrating.
Do you guys want to take a look at that while I'm copying the mural?
Yeah, can I cast Identify on that gyroscope thingy?
Yes.
Go for it.
I ritual cast Identify.
Cool. So how long does that take?
11 minutes.
Alrighty. Does anybody want to do anything in that 11 minutes?
I don't think so.
Yeah, just assume I'm occupied making my drawings.
All right. At the end of 11 minutes, you will identify it as the Sphere of Necromancy.
Ooh.
Dibs.
It is an orb. It is an orb, or a wondrous item. It is very rare and requires attunement by a sorcerer, warlock, or wizard.
That's me.
You would take a sorcerer level just to equip this. The sphere can be wielded as a magical item that grants a bonus of +2 to attack and damage rolls made with it. And while holding it, you gain a additional +2 bonus to your spell attack rolls. Sorry, I already said that. +2 to attack and damage rolls, so like physical attacks, if you have a weapon in your other hand, and then a +2 to your spell attack rolls. Just so we're clear. The sphere has 20 charges for the following properties, and it regains 2d8 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn. If you expend the last roll, roll a d20 on a 1. The staff will retain its +2 bonus properties, but lose all other properties. On a nat 20, it regains 1d8 plus 2 charges. You can, when you hit with a melee attack while holding the sphere, you can expend 1 charge to deal an additional 1d6 necrotic damage to the target. You can also use an action to break the sphere on a solid surface, and the sphere is destroyed, releasing its remaining magic, and that uses the whole 50% table from like Staff of Power and like Archmage and all that stuff, so I'm not going to go through that. While holding the staff, you can use the action to expend 1 or more of its charges to cast 1 or more of the following spells from it, using your spell save DC and attack bonus. For 1 charge, you have False Life, Ray of Enfeeblement, and Inflict Wounds at first level for Inflict Wounds in False Life. None of the spells are upcast, by the way. For 3 charges, Speak with the Dead, Revivify, and Vampiric Touch. For 4 charges, Blight, and for 6 charges, Circle of Death.
Above game, so you need to be holding it in your hand in order to get the +2
Yes.
bonus. And my hands are both spoken for in combat.
Yeah, they
So
are.
Farzu or Fair.
If it requires attunement, I won't use it.
It does, in fact, require attunement.
I won't use it.
Hetty just starts crying out of nowhere in the library.
Yep.
Sphere
We
of
tried not to
necromancy
teach
for
you
a
in the
celestial
library.
warlock. That's bold.
I'd much
We
rather
tried to
have
bring you along.
couple
Don't want to
things.
get rid of the parapet of wound closure for a +2 to your attack rolls?
No.
She seriously would have shit herself, no lie, with the conversations with Asmodeus, and so there's no way in hell.
Yeah, she would have dipset. All right. Cool. So while you guys are debating this, you all can start doing Tiny Hut and preparing for a long rest. And we will come back next week when the long rest has been completed, if that sounds good with everybody.
No, I want to play another 5 hours.
Damn it.
Long
No.
rest
I
dead.
did that Monday. I'm not doing it tonight. Oh my god.
Holy fuck, please no. I have to be at work, and I was just waking up at the time I have to be at work
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Anyways, we will see you guys next week. Although, fun fact, I will be live tomorrow at noon to see how Watsy is going to disappoint me.
Yeah.
Does he accept raids? He does. Cool. He's actually live with a campaign. I haven't seen him in a very, very long time live. So I'm gonna go raid a really, really cool DM I like. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for the Watsy thing, and then next Monday for Alaris for Sawyer's 7 seat, the Fallout of Vecna. And then we'll see what happens in this campaign. Next Wednesday. Bye!